Still clicking, but it says live. I mean, when it talks.
What's going on, guys? Well, why are you ruining everything? All right, let's restart this. Pretend you didn't see this. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another watch along. I'm Diyar, joined by Hambo and Patrick here for the game against Leicester in the Premier League. Lots of changes for Palace. We'll be running you through them. If you're watching it back on replay, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And if you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, head over to our YouTube channel just in time for the game because we'll be only live on there. And send in your comments and questions as we run you through the lineup. So, Hambo, I'll start with you. Lots of changes. Vicente's still on goal, but let's first of all talk about the back line. Nathaniel Klein, Cheku Kouyaté, Tompkins, and Mitchell. So, Mitchell is starting. That's a massive relief. But what do you make of that change to the back line? It was needed, wasn't it?
Yeah. Look, big positive to see that change today. And frankly, it doesn't really even matter to me what happens today. The fact that we've made those changes, if we hadn't done, I just would have, I'd have just lost my mind straight away because it's crying out for it. There's no way you can play Van Aanholt after the last two games. Absolutely two shambolic performances for a left back. If you keep him in the team and you keep Mitchell out of it, what are you saying to Mitchell? So had to happen. Klein definitely for Ward, need that pace for Klein. Understand perhaps resting him for a game, because he is still coming back from long-term injury. I'm a bit troubled that I like Kouyaté and he's been really good at centre back, but if Sakho's on the bench, I know I'm probably still in a minority, but I pick Sakho over Kouyaté every time, and I really wanted to see a return to Tompkins alongside Sakho as a really strong partnership who've played together numerous times, where what we have today is a centre-back partnership. I'm not sure how often they played together. They might have done at West Ham a little bit, I guess, maybe once or twice for Palace. Yeah. Can't really remember. So, but look, the changes were needed. And I have to say, I can't argue too much with the lineup at all. We focused on defence. I've got other views elsewhere in the team, but I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, we'll go with that, Patrick. I'm laughing because when you joined the tree, when we joined there for the pre-match chat, you wasn't happy still. But lots of changes, Patrick. Let's have your thoughts on the defense, and then also we'll talk about the midfield in just a second. Patrick Van Aanholt, look, you're not a massive fan of his. I'm not a massive fan of his as well. In this game, Mitchell starting. Do you think there's high expectations on Mitchell? He hasn't been playing for a long time, but lots of people wanted him to start. And now that he's here, surely he has to perform now from the get-go because Roy will go back to his normal roots if he doesn't.
Well, first, why would you think I don't like Patrick Van Aanholt? When have I ever said
that? Just shut up, Patrick. No, don't do that.
I'm obviously just joking. No, seriously. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Shouldn't be any pressure on Mitchell because he can't play any worse than PVA's been playing. I mean, let's be honest. He can't play any worse. So I like the fact that he moved Schlupp back over from right to left to give a little bit of support because one thing about Jeff I do like is that he will give support to a player like Mitchell at left back. So I like that change. The back four needed to be freshened up. I mean, I like Hambo. I'm not sure if you've ever seen Tompkins and Kouyaté play together even at West Ham, but I like the fact that he at least made a change back there. Kleiny coming in for Ward, no problem with Ward, but I like the fact that he had done that. In midfield, my own issue is he dropped Eze. I hope he's not scapegoating him because I don't think he's played poorly, but I would like to really see him in there, but I don't have a problem with Townsend. I'm a big Townsend fan. I think he's done pretty decent for most of this season. And up front, Wilf and Benteke makes sense. I mean, the changes were needed, but I told before, I'm going to be honest, I'll say on the stream now, I don't care anymore. Until Hodgson's gone, I'm not going to care about Palace win or lose. I don't want us to lose ever, but I don't care if we win or lose. I'm just down on the manager very big time. And if we win today, it'll paper over the crack. We talked about this last year about how he papers over the crack with wins over certain teams. And a win today would be nice because, I want us to win because I don't want to go through this whole relegation BS talk for another season, but it doesn't matter to me. While he's still here, we're not going to progress. So again, he made changes. He had to make them. Surprised he did. Glad he did. But again, until he's gone, I don't really care about Palace, unfortunately. So I'll be the downer today, but I promise not to use any bad language.
I can't promise that. I'll be honest with you.
Me neither.
I can.
Everyone,
sorry, Diyar, but just to jump in, Patrick used the worst swear of all time in the chat, in our Back of the Nest chat earlier on. I couldn't believe it. He dropped a C-bomb and I was just stunned.
I didn't. No. I didn't use.
You started it out. You started out.
I didn't use the whole word. I didn't use the whole word. I never would. That word I don't like using. My wife hates it, but I don't ever type it out. I always put a little thing. I always put a little asterisk in there. Sorry.
You can get booked in football for intent. I'm booking you for intent to use the seagull.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I ain't done that. I can't disagree.
So Luca's starting. What do you make of that, Hambo? You're a massive fan of this. Do you think he's played good over the last 2 games despite us losing 10-0? No, but no, you love him. So
nobody has. Look, I want to get this straight. It's not like I don't have Luca posters on my wall, and I'm not.
Yeah, you're just chatting rubbish now. You do.
Couple of just 4 or 5 Luca posters. Just that's all I have, right? But look, I just think he gets unfairly scapegoated. But look, there are weaknesses to his game. That's why he's playing for Palace, quite frankly. He is. When he's playing the right way and he's got people around him, he's a very strong player. If he just gets to do a really simple job, I talk about it all the time, that screening role. In a 2, he struggles a lot more, particularly for pace. He's not a quick player, and he does get caught out a lot by that. So I see what people have against him. I just don't think he's any worse than the rest of the midfield. I'm really happy to see Gyro in there, and I think dropping MacArthur was the right thing to do. Purely just MacArthur's legs need a rest, and that was a no-brainer, and it was the same in the last game as well. So that's really positive. Have to agree with Patrick. I think the Eze situation is. I suppose if I'm being 100% honest. Yes, he hasn't been particularly effective in the last 2 games, but I think if you want me to say, is he a better footballer than Jeffrey Schlupp? I think he is. Is he a better footballer than Andros Townsend? I think he is, with all due respect to those 2. But, I think Schlupp over with Mitchell, I think that's all about Roy's trust in Tyreek Mitchell, and I think it's incorrect. I think Mitchell can be trusted to do that left-back defending on his own without a tremendous amount of support, but I think that's why Schlupp has got the knot on the left-hand side.
I think that's the only real negative for me. I just don't understand it. Why dropping it? I understand that he didn't have a good game, but Patrick Van Aanholt hasn't had a good game for like 6-7 games, and he still started him ahead. And no one had a real good game against Liverpool or Villa. So I don't understand it, but hopefully we get a result today. Andros Townsend starting on the right-hand side. The only real positive of this is that if he puts crosses into the box for Benteke, maybe Jeffrey Schlupp might not be able to do that. He's not really effective. Can't really remember Jeff Schlupp putting high balls into the box for Benteke.
He doesn't.
But Townsend down the right-hand side, I want to see him put balls onto the box for Benteke. I would have started Eze and Schlupp because they have played there before and he has worked out. Like West Brom when we scored 5 goals, even though there were 10 men. But looking at the Leicester side, they're not strong. And Tim asks, is Roy on the hot seat right now? Is he on the hot seat?
Well, it depends on the term hot seat, doesn't it? Because usually that just means are they in the... I suppose what they're asking is he under pressure, right?
Right.
Is he...
Yeah.
And he has to be. He has to be. There's no 2 ways about it. I mean, he certainly is with the fan base, has been for some time. There's still people out there defending him and trying to give a perspective and a long-term picture. And I'm sure you didn't read it because I'm not sure you could stomach it, Patrick, but in the programme notes for this game, Roy wrote about, well, it's about 10 pages, but I think there was about writing on about 5 of them. Wrote a very long piece about the year and how disappointing it's been at times and talked about Project Restart. But he was really pushing the idea that, you've got to stick with it. You've got to maintain perspective. And he talked about how difficult that is. And, it's something that I've thought about a lot. Is it harder to maintain perspective on the fact that Palace are a team, who's maintained their status in the Premier League for the first time, for this long, and should we be understanding that we're not competing with hundreds of millions of pounds like a lot of teams, and should we accept this? No. So I just came to the conclusion, after reading it, no, we shouldn't accept it because we're underperforming. Kicked off, by the way.
Yeah. Quickly, if you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, head over to our YouTube channel if you want to join us for the live watch along, as we're only going live there, and we'll sync up as well with everyone. But hopefully we don't concede before the 10th flipping minute, because the last 2 games it's either 4 minutes or it's getting boring conceding so early. But Hambo has kicked off. I'm a bit behind. I don't know about Patrick.
I'm 30 seconds in right now.
All right, so Patrick, you're about 3 seconds ahead of me. So I'm going to pause on a minute for everybody. How about that?
Okay, pause in a minute for me because I'm a bit behind.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then we can talk about the game. But Come on, Palace.
But I want to say something. I do like the fact that I'm glad Brendan Rodgers made 7 changes because I would have hated to have seen Maddison and Vardy playing today against us, even though Iheanacho scores against us every time he played against us anyway. But Vardy against our back 4 or our back 2 running at them would have scared the bejesus out of me. So I'm glad that he's not playing today.
Just looking at this, is that an early?
Oh, 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot to pause. So 1 minute 10. I'm going to pause.
No problem. It's okay. 5 seconds isn't a big deal.
1 minute 10. I've paused at 1 minute 10.
All right, then I'll let you go.
Shout when you're on 1:10.
Drop. What's your score predictions whilst we're waiting for me to?
2-0 Leicester.
2-0 Leicester, Patrick.
3-0 Leicester.
3-1 Leicester. All right, that's the positive I'm talking about.
Wait, but I got the last one spot on with Villa 3-0, so it's not positive. It's just
1 minute 10.
be a
I'll
good
let you guys
pundit.
know. Let us know in the comments down below as well. What's your score prediction? Callum saying we're going to win 10-0.
Yeah, love it, Callum. Still the goal difference out again, wouldn't it? Yeah, we've ruined that.
Yeah.
Diyar, where are you? Where are you at?
I'm just approaching. I'm at a minute now, so I'll let you guys know.
A minute?
Yeah. So
you're a minute behind me. I'm not pausing that long.
1 minute 5, 1 minute 6, 1 minute 7. 1 minute
Theo,
8,
can you be fresh your
9,
stream or something,
10,
mate?
Go.
There we go. All right. So when I paused it, Leicester were about to have an early corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Ruined all the excitement for me. So
I have to pause mine then because I'm way ahead. All right.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You know why I don't like doing it because then my phone vibrates. I know what happens. I kind of.
I've literally thrown my phone and my watch over there, and I will not see them again until the end of the match.
I'm going to count from here. I'm at 2:30. All right. So.
All right. So we're on 1:40.
So let me know when you get to 2:30 then. And
I will do. I'll holler.
Even though my phone, it won't pause. Okay, just pause. Sorry.
I'm looking at the way we're sort of shaped out of possession here, and it was noticeable that Schlupper's really sort of tucked in alongside Luca and Gyro to make a 3 in the middle at times. We'll see if that pans out the same way throughout the course of the game because we talked about potentially needing that extra body in central midfield there. So I'm interested to see how that works for the rest of the game.
What are you at? What time?
2:15, 2:16, 2:17, 2:8. So what you want? 2:30?
We're approaching it now.
2:24, 2:25, 2:26, 2:27, 2:28, 2:29, 2:30.
This
is great viewing, by the way. If you're watching this, learn how to
count.
Just
ignore all of that. Pretend that nothing's happened. But look, we haven't conceded so far. That's a positive. I know it's
not 10 minutes, Diyar. It's only 2.
I know, but it's still positive.
Yeah. No, it's definitely positive.
That's how low my standards are for this team.
Yeah, interesting. I noticed that when they did the lineup over here, they had Tompkins on the left side, but I think he'll probably be better on the right side. You would think, right, of the defense normally, because normally I see the Sacco or Cahill. I mean, I'm surprised I think he's more of a right-sided centre half than a left, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So you took Macchiato?
No, Tompkins. They had him listed here as a left-sided centre half.
Yeah, he's definitely playing right. I was just
exactly. That's what I was saying. I noticed he's playing right. Yeah.
So I'm just looking at Leicester. They've got is it Dennis Pratt? I think in behind Iheanacho.
Yeah.
So I suppose they'll be looking in the wide areas in particular. I suspect. Certainly trying to play through Barnes, who's been pretty good for them of late. Very good little player.
Yes, but it's interesting though. It doesn't seem like even when we're sitting back, look at this. Jeff is right next to Benteke as well. It seems like there's 4 players.
Yeah, he's moving about quite a lot. But look at him now, drifting in central. So we're leaving them out in the wide areas again.
So beat them out wide. Like James Justin will beat you out wide. I'm just telling you that if that's our approach, because he's been one of the star players at fullback.
But he's just you can see it already that he's going to be hugging that line out there on the overlap.
Yeah.
So we've got to be very mindful of that.
Well, at least we've got Mitchell there, which is a positive. Oh no.
Yeah, but you see that cross in, it was again dodgy, and still a little bit panic defending, aren't we?
So Diyar, you made a comment earlier about Luca. Like just for today, he made a lot of changes, 4 changes. But who would you have put in there? McCarthy, I'm assuming you would have had him in there. So Luca today with
actually good. Yeah, like normally.
No, I'm just trying to think of the options. That would be McCarthy for you, huh?
Yeah, McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I can't say he hasn't played decently this year. I guess it wouldn't have been a bad shout. The only thing is, I'm just thinking that as Hambo said, would he have been able to do the role that Luca did? Whatever I switched, had Gyro probably screen the back four. He's probably more used to it than McCarthy, but it's not bad. It's not a bad shout. I mean,
let's see what he does. But I think if he gets another yellow card, we won't see Luca next game, anyways.
good point.
So,
What do you mean if?
when
he gets there,
it'll be done. Yeah.
We're just going to be sitting back, it seems like, all game and try hit them on counter. Oh, what happened there? We've got the ball.
We'll just get a good little challenge in.
Had a little spin.
Yeah, I mean, the pattern of the game, it's not being played at a particularly high pace so far, is it?
You wouldn't expect so, right? Having played 48 hours ago, both sides.
10 goals in 3 games.
And it's the only game, too.
2 games, not even 3. Jeez.
Yeah, it's hard to find too much to talk about at the moment.
Keep ball
they're
for
just passing it about. They're just passing it about. And they're passing it so slow as well.
Yeah, but the pressing, we're only pressing really in our own half or around the halfway line, not pushing too far up the pitch. Benteke obviously not chasing every angle down. So conserving energy, let's call it that.
I don't know if it's going to be as effective if they're conserving energy as well, but yeah. Because they ain't really going for it. They're taking their time. They just want us to go out of position. That's it. But we're not going for it. We're not falling for their tactics.
Yeah.
Right
I guess.
now.
I mean, you can see it over there, can't you, Patrick?
Oh.
That switch was on for about 4 hours there.
Yeah.
But obviously Perez.
Good job.
Yeah. That was good. Forced Perez back out, and then ended up with quite a poor little scoop pass into the box. But yeah, that's decent. At least the left back was where the left back should be, eh?
Yeah, the left back wasn't that right. It helps when the left back is actually playing left back.
Yeah.
It makes a major difference. Because
I mean, that's what I like about Mitchell. I want to talk about him for a little bit there. You see that moment there where he received the ball right on the line,
right,
and he was immediately pressed, but there was absolutely no panic, right? There was no, I need hot potato, I need to get rid of this ball, right? It was delay the pass, play the right pass, played it perfectly, perfect little pass. Didn't build anything off it, but the point was there was absolutely no panic. He's a confident guy on the ball, and for all PVA brings you going forward, we saw with the opening goal in the last game, it was panic, wasn't it, when he gave that ball away? Didn't know what to do with it. Yeah, little run into the channel there.
I'm just thinking about Leicester. So what they're doing is they're going to slow it down, over the top balls, switch out wide. That's their strategy. We're not going to let them go through the middle. But what are we going to do? Nice header from Benteke there.
Cool. What's happened there?
Offside.
You went your couple of seconds there, aren't you, Patrick? Because you went before. That's all right.
I was a bit confused.
Yeah.
I'll pause it again.
No, that's fine. It's like 2 seconds here and there is fine. It's just what we don't need is you shouting about 10 minutes beforehand. Yeah.
Can I miss something then about that? Do you remember we played Spurs?
Yeah.
And Schlupp scored. I knew he scored. That's why I faked like I was excited. I knew he scored because of I saw it on TV before you guys saw it, but I didn't want to give it away. So I was very excited, but I wasn't excited as I would have been.
Throw this thing away. Throw it away.
No. My TV was ahead, not my phone. That wasn't the TV.
Well, it's still in your hand. You're gonna know.
Well, I was gonna read. I'm trying to read Roy's comments because Hambo mentioned it, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe read it after.
Because I'm maybe happier after the game, right? Exactly.
Free kick for Leicester in a dangerous area. You've got Perez over it, and whoever the 33 is James, isn't it?
So what I want to say is that I don't like Rodgers as a person, but as a manager, he's very, very good. And I like the fact that if you look at Leicester's side there, look how many youngsters they have on this side today. And they're a team that's contending for at least get to Europe again, which they are in Europe obviously this year. But look how many Justin, Barnes, Prey. They're just so many, and Chowdhury, so many young players in the youth system. Yeah. But we don't. I mean, that's what frustrates me about us. I get the fact that we're Palace, but there's no reason why we can't get Mitchell. Well, obviously playing today, more into the game because other teams are doing it. I mean, Liverpool have been forced to play a back four that's very, very young.
That's probably.
Hey guys, is he off? Is he off?
He's not offside. He's offside.
No, he's off. I don't like that. That's a stupid rule to me because clearly he's off the way he was going towards the goal. He knew he was off. Let's blow the whistle.
Imagine he's not off.
Nah, he's off.
He's off.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he missed anyway, Will. You got to score that, mate.
You done it on purpose. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You do it. But what? Yeah, they're playing. They have lots of.
Did you see where the shot hit Schmeichel?
Right in the family.
Right in the family jewels, yeah.
So that's actually a positive, wasn't it? That they let them play on.
Yeah,
Do you remember Schmeichel crying at Sellers last time around? You probably won't remember, Patrick, but Hambo, was he there at that game?
I think so.
Right.
And Vardy scored and done the Eagle celebration as well.
Yeah.
Schmeichel started crying because what would have said about his dad? I forgot. And then Jamie Vardy, it was his wife comments as well. They both started crying, but they beat us. At least Vardy.
Yeah,
Exactly. So.
But at least we can't.
Is the chat working, or is everyone just not talking? Has everyone just given up already?
Yeah, no one's talking. No one's got anything to say. What is it,
guys? You're right out there.
Wasn't Guaita's home debut against Leicester? Remember when he made that great save and he touched the post? Wasn't that against Leicester? When he made a save against Guaita, when he made a save against Vardy and he went over and touched the post.
Yeah.
How he does that like a way to say thanks. I think Guaita's home debut was against Leicester 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, probably right. It sounds about right. I mean, he does do that thing where he touches the woodwork every time.
We beat Leicester 1-0.
Oh no! All right, cool. Now this might be a bit dangerous. No, actually, Palace are back. I like that.
Yeah, we got numbers back, but still a little bit sloppy when we won the ball back there and gave it straight back to them. But yeah, good numbers. Gyro midfield. It's interesting. Bit of legs in there.
Yeah, a bit of play in midfield. What a shock! Just like fullback with Mitchell. So yeah, it's passing about. That was good. We got a shake back. I was scared for a second.
Wow, Chow.
He didn't get his yellow card.
I was going to say, well, let's see if they call it back.
Yeah, he's about to get his yellow card.
Oh boy, that was not good.
That was nice from Benteke. Oh my days! I mean, just give it back. Just give it back.
Yeah, this is the bit we got to watch a little bit. We're defending well, but obviously we're not doing anything with it and giving it straight back to them. And you just get pressure built on you that way. The switch is always open as they've just used there. So that's that's the area, but good defending. Well,
it just seems like we're very scared, and I understand it because we can
10 goals in 2 matches. Wouldn't you be scared?
Yeah, I understand it, but you can see like just how defensive we are. We just don't want to concede.
I'd be terrified, not scared.
But that is the focus today. You can see it straight off. It's just
cheat has to be the priority today. Has to be.
Yeah.
But it'd be good if we could have a shot as well. I know we only have one target normally, but at least a shot. Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice. But crossing to the box, to the back post, which teams do target, whether it's PVA, Mitchell, Wardy, Klein, they do target that back post.
Wow, that was boy.
Yeah,
that was not good by Luca. I'm surprised they didn't come back and show that on the VAR. Wow. I mean, I don't think he did it on purpose, but he hit him right in the chin.
Yeah. Go to the chin.
Wow.
Luckily, he didn't complain as well, Chowdhury. But yeah,
he stayed down for a couple of minutes or so. That's about as much as he can do, probably.
Go on, Will. Let's go. Come on. To Mitchell. No, to Schlupp. Mitchell? I didn't know.
It was Schlupp.
Oh, my days. It's going to be a long game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been great to watch so far, let's face it. But
yeah, like when we do that,
it's better to watch than the absolute garbage we've seen in the last two to a point.
So that's a positive. I just realised.
Yeah. Gonna have to go some to get to Callum's 10-0 prediction for sure.
Yeah, right. A 1-0 would be. Who looks like more dangerous? Would you say Leicester are the more dangerous side so far?
They've carried the possession so far, definitely. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like they're slowly getting into it as well. At first 5 minutes they're just passing about, but now it's a bit faster. They're moving forward.
Well, Dennis Pratt's basically playing centre forward now. He's given up playing in the sort of the 10. There you go. Charge down corner for Leicester. Yeah, good defending from Palace, but Diyar, you're right. They're starting to turn the screw a little bit here and just put that little bit of extra pressure on.
Yeah, it's the pace. They're passing a bit more quicker. As you said, players are pushing forward because they realise that Palace are just going to sit back. Corner, who have they got as corner threats? Johnny Evans? They actually struggle at corners. That's what Leicester fans said. They struggle with scoring corners.
Why would you say that before they take the corner? Why don't you wait till after they take the corner before they score? Seriously.
No. But I just want to say it. The Leicester fan did say that they do struggle with corners.
I understand, but now you're saying it, and now they're going to score from a corner kick because that's how it always happens, isn't it? You understand what I'm saying or no?
Well, now you've said that, does that mean they won't? I'm just confused.
I'm trying to
oh, but then I've said that. And now that might mean,
that might be.
Now you said that, exactly. Now we've gone back to them.
But you now said that.
And now they're not going to score.
Now you said
Don't worry. We should be
and they didn't score. So what's that stat again, Diyar?
I don't know. They don't score. I don't know the stat, but they just don't score. So we're good.
Stats, Diyar, thanks.
They don't score from corners.
We'll have more stats from Diyar coming up later on in the show.
Yeah. They do score goals, though. Not from corners.
Child, you got his name on there.
Revenge back in there, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's got a little bit about him, Child, with that kind of stuff. He does it a lot. He's a little niggly. And not much in that, though. In the replay.
No, he's trying to get the ball.
He's had a couple of red cards in his career already.
Yeah. Even playing for England. So, yeah.
Well, who will get the first yellow card, Chowdhury or Luca?
Luca. Yeah, Luca.
They showed that lovely replay of the body check again there from Luca. That's good. That's good stuff.
Chowdhury is throwing.
Interesting little battle developing between those two. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is good, but it's scary as well.
The match within the match.
Because Luca without a battle gets yellow card. So with a battle, hopefully he stays composed. Nice bit of pass from Leicester. 76% possession. That's why we haven't really been talking a lot about Palace. We're only down 24%.
It's weird that no one's talking though. You think we're still on?
Yeah, we must be. There's people.
You're right about that. There's nothing in the chat. You're right.
It's usually at least an away fan giving us abuse, but nothing.
Yeah. Even they've given up on abuse.
Yeah.
There's nothing to give abuse about, really.
Oh no. No. Gotta be joking, seriously.
No way.
What is
for
that?
fuck's sake.
What was that? Of course he has.
It.
What was that? What kind of challenge was that? What kind of challenge is that, though? What's he doing?
I just went to check if we're online, and I've just seen something I shouldn't have seen, so I'm just going to carry on doing it.
Tompkins! Come on!
All right, guys, I'm gonna step away and let you guys react.
React to what? It's a flipping penalty. Come on, man. 15 minutes. Stay composed. I said 10 minutes, but you can't. Oh, my days. That's just silly. Oh, look at Vardy's laughing as well. He's still having the last laugh. Not even on the pitch.
Why would he not laugh? It's a silly challenge. Great save.
What a save! Yes. What a save! Come on!
There we go.
Vicente!
Yeah, but Vicente!
He's saving Roy Hodgson single-handedly. What a save!
Diyar, when you've calmed down, you knew he saved it when Hambo said he's going to step away. You knew he had to save it. Well, he stepped away. So why are you acting so? You didn't realize that's why he did that.
I thought he was going to score and then...
Nah. I knew Hambo's I love Hambo. He's great. I knew he saved it when he did. I'm going to step away for a minute. I just knew that he made the save. But well done, Hambo. Well done.
Yeah, I know. I thought you might pick up on that, but I was hoping I wouldn't react. So I just thought I'll let Diyar react. Well done, man.
Great save, though, to his credit. But you have him take it again.
What?
He's taking it again.
Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss.
It's one of those.
No. I think it's just... it's just a throw or something. Yeah. Okay, we didn't know.
Not sure what that conversation was between Luca.
Exactly, that got me a little scared. I thought it had to be taken.
Yeah, you made me panic as well, Patrick. Thanks for that.
No, check your phone, mate.
I was just making sure we were fine, and it just popped up literally as I picked the phone up. It was annoying. I was like,
there's something wrong with StreamYard. Because there are comments coming in. Like, it's not that silent. And I'm gonna start reading your comments now because I'm using my phone. So sorry about that, guys. We haven't been ignoring you. We've been
here we
go. All 75 came all of a sudden.
Yeah, there they are.
Sorry.
Steve Bruce is back. I see.
Oh, good. Thanks. so glad to have him back.
That's a great save. He didn't move early either. It's a very bad penalty, but it's a very bad penalty. I hate that. I don't know that
That
stutter step. I don't know why players still do that. It's the most annoying thing.
was a good save.
Such a good penalty. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but that penalty though was.
It's terrible. Why would you? That stutter step. That's what Benteke does. I hate it. I just have a little guts, and just Fernandez does it. Just step up and kick the ball. Why would you? Because you're waiting for the goalie to commit, which is not fair. He's not allowed to move. You shouldn't even be allowed to have that stutter step anymore. It's just stupid. Anyway, let's go, Palace. Come on, Zaha.
Come on now. Let's wake up now. Let's wake up.
Good.
We got away with one, but still, we're not waking up. We're just sleeping.
Oh boy.
Oh, this
a break on it. Tompkins got to stay within that show. Well done, Tompkins.
Come on.
Challenge.
Come on.
Line up, live ticker. I'm gonna be a Hambo here. Go on live ticker. Just kidding. Live. I can also fast forward a minute.
Yeah. Diyar, you can't.
Diyar can't. Go on, Wilf.
Go on.
Oh, he's through. He's through.
Go on, Wilf. Oh my God, Wilf, what happened?
Go past him. Go past him. What are you doing, Wilf?
Poor.
Come on, bro.
Just got the ball caught under his feet, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I did win that.
Shame.
Oh, that's well done though. Well done instead of that Chauji poor play.
Yeah.
He wants to go to his left, and then Chauji comes back and cleans up.
You gotta say it's good defending as well.
It was.
He stood up to him.
Second defender came in there.
They're not good at defending corners, apparently.
Say that again now.
They're not good at defending corners, apparently.
You should say that after we score.
Oh.
Yeah, but now you've said that. No, let's not do that again.
Oh! See, that was a free header right there. Christian Benteke, I love his head, man. It's the most valuable thing.
Whoa. What was that?
I love Christian Benteke's head. It's the most valuable thing we've got in this team.
Oh, okay.
Apart from Will Fernandez.
That's quite an odd statement.
It was very strange.
Did you see his hand was up?
Yeah. I think that's what he was calling. That's why
Marty's hand was right in front of Benteke's head. I don't know if it touched the ball at all, but they were shouting for it. He's literally got his hand there, trying to punch the ball away.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that again.
Luca, can you hit the ball the other way next time, please? Cheers.
Yeah.
Guaita has done well there.
All right, we've got the ball now. Let's play about. They're pressure now.
Come on, Christian.
That was
lovely little deflection.
Luca to read it well to, I don't know. Benteke was, but that's advantage to Leicester now.
Yeah.
Strong says Luca very solid in there today.
Of course.
He was just there. Another good tackle.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's the one thing you can say about this performance, right? Is, we are definitely more compact, definitely more solid. Defensively, we've got a left back. It's all real positive stuff in that sense. Going forward, there's not a lot going on.
That's the issue. Yeah.
We've sort of turned that dial, the balance back the other way. We're trying desperately to keep them out and hope to catch them on the break. That's what it's all about today. And I'm okay with that in the sense that we've had two really, really poor games. But obviously, it's the sort of game where if you do end up conceding, go 1-0 down, it makes it that much harder to get back in, and it'll be a real tough.
Now counter-attack. We have to be effective on counter.
Cross from Jeff Schlupp.
Go on, Jeff.
Love it.
Oh, nice. I wasn't quite to Benteke.
Still back with... stop being 2 seconds ahead, Patrick. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop being 2 seconds behind there, Diyar.
I didn't say anything.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. Stop being 2 seconds ahead, Patrick. Luca.
Interesting.
At least we're keeping the ball.
Kuyate wide left of the three.
This reminds me of Palace of last season. Just being solid defensively. Well, we gave away a penalty. But...
It's 24 minutes in. Are you? And we gave away a penalty. How have we been solid defensively?
My standards are low.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
I mean, we could have conceded after 17 minutes, but it reminds me of Palace of last season. We haven't conceded yet. We've only kept 1 free sheet all season long.
I hear you.
But yeah, going forward, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we struggle going forward. That's what it reminds me as well.
Yeah, the key is Townsend's not been in the game. I don't know if he's
not at all. You're right.
At all. And if he can't get into the game, he's of no use to us because he really.
Goes him down. Jeez.
Yeah, and if he's not into the game, we just don't have enough going forward because he has to link up with Wilf and Benteke up top. He just not. That was unlucky. Wait, it came off of Mitchell's foot, didn't it? Yeah.
Schlupp,
Or Schlupp. No, it was Schlupp, right?
Yeah.
And we gave up. Gave up. Mm-hmm. Well, they didn't score, thankfully. 25 minutes in, and we're still 0-0. So I guess I'll settle for that.
Yeah, that's the only positive. But going forward, there's literally nothing. That's what. In the second half, I doubt Roy would do this because of of our solid shape defensively. But I would put on Eze and keep Schlupp there still. If we're not going to put any crosses with Andros, then it just don't make sense. I think that's the only good thing he can bring right now.
But go.
Yeah, but that won't happen for a couple of reasons. One, he's not going to put Eze in because you're going to have to move Schlupp back over to the right. I'm assuming, right? And Eze and Mitchell, he's not going to play Eze and Mitchell on the same side. I've decided that he just won't do it until we start keeping clean sheets again.
I think that's true, but I don't think he should actually worry about that.
I agree. Absolutely, I agree with you.
But you're right. That's exactly what the thinking is. I'm sure.
Yeah. So.
Eze and Mitchell, I haven't seen him concede like 10 goals in 2 games. But it can't really get any worse than that. So, and we've only kept 1 clean sheet all season. Roy seems like he's got a headache.
He's not the only one. There's a Brighton fan in the chat saying Brighton will destroy Palace. I mean, you might be right because we are terrible. Yeah. Having said that, who have Brighton destroyed ever? Nobody. Just nobody.
You couldn't even destroy us when we were shit. Like last time we played.
I remember them saying about destroying Palace.
Done, Gyro. Love Gyro.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm flipping talking about. Someone with a bit of passion. Winning them.
Left hand side.
Interesting that
that's a good ball. Good ball, Schluppy.
Go on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Andros.
Man.
That should be on target.
Not been in the game. He gets that opportunity.
I get the chance, exactly as I just said. Yeah, he'll score now, though. Watch, he'll definitely score today because I just said that. We just said that.
You'll either score or it'll be like a Jordan Ayew against Liverpool type performance.
Oh, come on, calm down with that already. Seriously, let that go.
There's 1 or 2.
You're worse than me and Hodgson with that Ayew versus Liverpool stuff. It was 1 game.
It was awful though, wasn't it?
It was bad. No, it was bad.
It was hard to watch, and you know. The biggest
he didn't concede the 7 goals. He just missed. Missed a good goal. So,
but it wasn't his fault that Hodgson left him on the pitch for the whole game either. When he clearly
right, exactly. We know who to blame for that. So,
but that was a massive chance, man. You need to be hitting them on target.
I agree.
At least on target.
There's some confusing things in the chat, Diyar. If you could, I mean, Callum's right. Block the spammers. There's some real weirdos.
Marlon is weird.
Yeah. And yeah.
Good jump there, Christian. All right.
Yeah, nice. What's that? Throwing? Foul? No, throwing. Gyro is one of the only players to have that winning mentality in our team. You can feel that on the pitch. Another reason he should be playing every week, said Jacob. Yeah, he's the better player.
Winning mentality is a great phrase, but I do like him as
a player. He did nothing to get dropped either. There was no logic behind dropping Gyro at all. And then keeping him out no matter what.
Oh, no.
Agree with that. You're right. And that's what frustrates me, Hambo, about Hodgson and his whole. So I don't care anymore because there's no logic to what he does. See, I can deal with the person that has logic and I can say, I understand. But when he does things, I mean, there are backroom stuff that we're never going to know about, which is the reasons why he might drop the player. But that aside, I can only base it on what I see. And what I see is a young player who deserves to play all the time, and he's not. Yeah. So frustrating.
And also, he's like a quiet guy. He doesn't seem like a guy who will cause problems.
Absolutely. No, I agree.
Then he would have caused them a long time ago because he didn't play for a season.
For 2 years, yeah, exactly.
He didn't play, so...
Wow.
Oh. That is a good job for Ian Acho. He didn't know what the hell he was doing there because that was a hell of a chance.
Sitter.
You know what? That was as easier than I think that's easier than Andros' chance.
Yeah, that was literally on target.
Between the 2 centre halves, he's right. He's in the 6-yard box. He's got to score. We just got off massively there. That's twice he's let us off. Twice he's let us off. Yeah.
Need to watch out for that. That is not good enough.
Well, imagine being someone who says, "Come on, Leicester," and up the Villa. You realise you shouldn't be cheering for those two teams simultaneously. Somebody who doesn't understand football.
They're pretty big rivals, aren't they?
Yeah.
In the Midlands.
The Midlands.
The Midlands. The Midlands.
All right, mate. How's it going?
All right, mate. All right. Go on, Wilf. Ah!
That's a fucking foul.
Oh, the frustration levels.
Yeah, he's pissed off as well. Is he offside?
Yeah, off. Oh, walk away, Wilf, please. Just walk away. It's not worth it. Just walk away, mate. Walk away.
Wilf,
just walk away, Wilf. Walk away.
Chill.
I don't mind a little bit of passion. That's what I want to see. Just don't get sent off. Don't give
I'm
somebody.
a bit baffled. What started it?
Oh, I didn't see anything.
That did. When he pulled him to the ground, then he got called for a foul.
Yeah,
you see it now.
You are 2 seconds ahead again there.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'll pause it again. 30-46 now.
Yeah, you're still 2 seconds ahead. How'd you do that?
All right, hold up.
And I just paused it.
I'm on 30-52 now.
53, 54, 55.
Yeah, Diyar and I are synced.
58, 59.
57, 58, 59.
Oh, you're now behind.
Now. Oh, great. Perfect.
So you'll catch up in a few seconds for some reason.
I'm going to fast forward second half. I'll be way ahead of you. Watch. Second half, I'll be way ahead of you.
I'll do it as well. Screw it.
What are you on about? Don't do that.
We can all just ruin everything for
Don't leave me here.
I'll ruin everything.
Yeah, second half, look, we'll sync up.
When we score, Diyar will get upset.
Yeah. Zaha is playing. People are talking about Zaha. Zaha trying to get another man wound up and sent off, says David. Love the passion that Will.
Didn't work last time.
I've said this all the time. Zaha's too weak, man. I don't think he's weak-minded. I just feel like when
he's passionate. He's very passionate.
Yeah. So look, back in the day, he used to be silly at times because
he was young.
He let things get into his head. But nowadays, he has calmed down a bit. It's a bit of passion. Like, you can't take that out of him. He's matured. He ain't as hot-headed as he was before, but he will still have his moments because I can imagine being in this position. Everyone's different. Certain players can just brush it off, but that's Will. That's who he is.
It's a lazy criticism as well. I mean, look, there's so many players you can say that about that play on the edge as well. Some of the best players you'll ever see, have that in their character, that they're so desperate to win and do well that you can get them frustrated. You think of all the top name players that have got red cards for being petulant. It just happens.
Yeah,
his last red card was Southampton, right? When he got sent off. Wrongly. He's calmed down a lot. I mean, when he was young, he got a lot of silly yellows, a lot of silly reds, but he's done a much better job. And again, when you're kicked about a lot, you're gonna get frustrated. I'm sorry, it's just part and parcel of getting kicked a lot during matches. So.
And it's just who he is. I can't fault him for that. Of course, there's limits to it. There's levels. You can't just be crazy all the time.
Yeah.
But he's found the balance for the majority of the games. He finds the balance nowadays when he didn't before. So I like that. Harvey Barnes just does Andros. Oh, the nice clearance.
Good clearance, but we haven't got there. I've got well done, Benteke. Oh, he's given. They're just going for the same ball. Yeah. Anyway. I do agree with Ash as how was the handball not seen by VAR from the corner. I mean, the only thing I can say about that is I couldn't tell if it touched his hand, but he did try to punch the ball off Benteke's head. So whether we'll see that again in a replay at halftime or something, I'm not sure. But if it touches his hand, it's a ridiculous one.
I'll show you later. Going to be crossing to the box. I'm just doing something.
Why are you muttering?
So I'm doing something.
So right now, for we're left to have a free kick about 28, 30 yards out, I would say. 18-yard box. Yeah, about 20. And Perez is getting ready to take a shot, it looks like. 3-man wall. Schlupp, Luca, and Andros Townsend.
Ash just saying to check the Palace's Twitter feed because apparently they show that handball. I can't do it. I can't look at my phone, otherwise I see stuff ahead of everything. Would we caught out once for that? But taking a long time over this free kick, but it's straight
All that run up for that.
Be thankful, mate. Be thankful.
Yeah.
That is a handball.
Possession there.
That
You've
is.
seen it, have you?
Yeah. What?
Hambo, there it is. What do you think?
Yeah, handball. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. How can you not give that?
Well, I didn't even check it.
Why would Patty's Twitter put that out there? What's the point of doing that? Incite the fans. I mean, what's that gonna do?
Why not? Eh?
That's pretty funny though. Gotta love the admins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Wait.
Can you get sent off with deliberate handball in that situation as well? Is that?
I
I don't know if they
but
give
it
red cards and penalties at the
I
same
don't
time.
think
anymore,
double
but-
jeopardy. I think you only get a yellow card for that. Not sent off. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think you will finish the season? I think for me,
You ready? He'll keep us up.
Seven keep and above. That's I think
Yeah, great. He'll keep us up. That's so much fun.
That's the only thing. I'm not saying it's fun, but that's nowhere high. Nothing exciting about Palace.
Yeah, I think if we keep things the same, it's it's a 14th or 15th maybe, but without some changes, we will feel lucky to hit 17th. I don't, as we talked about a lot, Patrick, you said it a lot in the last watch along. There's definitely 3 teams in the league worse than us, but you can't say much more than that.
Exactly.
But look, we're capable of putting some really good performances on at times, and we have done on a couple of occasions this season already. We just need to find that level and that consistency. The concern is how many of these players are actually capable of reaching that level again. Have they been playing above themselves, and can they get back? We got a real. We talked about it a lot in our Christmas video, Diyar, but there's a lot going on with the squad in terms of contracts, in terms of age. It's a really tricky time ahead. It's not just for this season, for a couple of seasons ahead.
Where's that video, by the way? Will it be
I don't know.
dropped, as it were, as they say?
I don't know. Hambo was meant to upload it, but
when you drop it, that
I don't
video,
know how
there,
it got uploaded. Diyar, what have you been doing?
No. I will. Look, I tried to upload it and the file was corrupted, so I need to try again.
Oh
There's
no!
something wrong with YouTube.
All that work that Hambo did,
I need to
gone to waste.
I need to re-download it. There's something wrong with YouTube. So hopefully tomorrow around 1 p.m. make sure to check that out. A long discussion about players, about the January transfer window. So check it out.
If we've lost that video, and you got to remember, my rate on Christmas Day recording is triple time. You owe me a lot of money.
Exactly.
Oh look, counter. Go on.
Oh,
Nice.
But just such a panic. Gyro's absolutely right to be livid with Benteke there. Such a lazy pass.
I'm convinced your timer is just wrong in general, because there we were synced up. Oh no.
How that's not a foul.
Everyone was silent there for a reason. Everyone was silent there for a reason. Mitchell's limping.
Well, he collided with Iniacho just now, so he probably got a little knock. But I'm surprised that wasn't a penalty. They didn't go to VAR for that one. Well, I'm glad, but I'm surprised it wasn't even looked at. That collision.
There was a reason we were all silent. We just didn't say anything because we all feared the same. Oh, geez, that was a poor ball from Kleiny. But look, we've gotten away with it at this half as well. Let's be honest. We have been better defensively, but the penalty, the Iheanacho header. It's not like we're being great.
No, look, we've had two of Wilf's chances. I think they were both offside, weren't they? It's really only the Townsend one that we created.
He just pushed him. He just pushed Shaku, like clearly, just pushed him.
Yeah, Shaku's got to be stronger there, right? Surely.
No, surely you can't push someone clearly like that with 2 hands.
No,
guys, Mitchell's definitely hurt, by the way.
Yeah,
he won't get. I'm going to see. My favorite player is going to come on second half now. This stinks.
I can't believe it. No,
he's not going to make it through. I'm telling you, he's limping right now. Unless something could. He's definitely look at him now. He's definitely limping.
No,
it's more than just a little knock. And he's out of position there. This is not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is.
Go on, Jeff.
It's what it is. Watch, here it comes now. Watch what happens.
Let's see.
It's outside the box for one, so that's the first thing. But
I don't know if that's a foul.
He's just got his body across. I think that's all right. I mean, but I am biased, obviously, but I think that's okay.
Eze's needed no creativity.
Okay, maybe it's a foul.
But it's outside the box, thank goodness. So either way, wouldn't have been a penalty.
That'd be why VAR couldn't do anything about it anyway, because it's
exactly.
If I was going to make one change, I agree. I think Eze is needed as well for Townsend. I bring him on for Townsend.
Again, it's just not going to happen. He's not going to put it unless he puts him on the right hand side.
He's done it before, though.
He has played on the right before, but that's the only option, I guess. But that probably wouldn't happen until 65, 70 minutes at the absolute earliest, right?
Slot was down the right hand side. Remember, Patrick, and then you were saying how he's not right hand side midfielder. I don't know why he's playing there.
So wait, so you're saying he played Eze on the right and Schlupp on the left?
No, Eze was on his left, and Schlupp
I said that right. I said that, but I'm just saying I just said that. I know that, but I said I wouldn't want him to put him. I want to put him on for Townsend. Put him on the right. I'd like to see him on the right hand side. I would say, and leave Schlupp on the left. But he's not going to do that. Okay. I said, put him on the left. Of course, he'd do that. I mean, he's done that a million times. So.
On a positive note, we've had 4% more possession than we had like 15 minutes ago or like 20 minutes ago. So
yeah, with the 28%.
Yeah, 28% from the 24%. So things are improving. Look, we're slowly getting there. If we can break the 30%, if we can break the 30% position mark before halftime, then that'll be.
You know what? I feel that Townsend will grow into the game. You know, I really don't. I wouldn't take him out so quickly. I wouldn't want to. I don't think he's played that poorly in the first half. I want to see him. He hasn't played in a while, by the way. You gotta give him, get his legs under him a little bit. So.
It's not like he's been responsible for not being in the game much.
Exactly right.
I don't think too many people have been in the game very much in an attacking sense.
Right.
And I think his primary role today is to make sure he's tracking back. But there we go. It's I'm happy at 0-0. It's not finished yet in this half, obviously.
Yes, Leicester beat him as well. You said it right. Sorry to cut you off, but this isn't their strongest side.
I can't imagine us changing anything if we're still at 0-0.
Exactly. Absolutely right. It won't happen unless we're down.
Not on the same page. Wolf is off. Come on, Ty.
Diyar, off on a tangent a bit, but what's going on with Batshuayi, you think?
I don't know. I just feel like Roy just likes the Benteke-Wolf combo. Benteke offers something different. He's a target man there, so if we're under pressure, you can loft it up to Benteke and he can put the ball to Wilf. I think that's pretty much it.
So a stupid thought just came to my head. So Hambo, can that loan end in January? Or is it season long?
I genuinely don't know.
Okay, just wondering.
There used to be this thing in January where if all parties agreed, you could terminate the loan.
Patrick Bamford.
Yeah, well, exactly. The entire universe agreed to terminate that loan, but I just think. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. It just depends if it's been written into the contract. I don't think it's necessarily a standard thing. But what I would say about Batshuayi, first of all, I think he's a better option than Ayew by quite some distance.
Right.
But at the moment, I can understand him not playing. And I think the problem is we signed him off the back of him playing relatively well in a system we no longer play.
Exactly. Right.
There's definitely times where you think if he was in there, he would have finished opportunities that we've created. But would he be good enough to help us keep the ball up that end of the pitch? Today, nobody seems to be. But in general, he's not the best at holding the ball up and bringing others into play. He's all about trying to play on the shoulder, trying to finish opportunities, and
which we don't create that much of.
We only create if we've got the two on the forwards on the pitch that we've got now. So there you go.
Gyro.
Come on. Put down your locker, man. Just keep giving the ball away. Down positions. What's up?
Interesting. Eagles talking there saying that Schlupp isn't giving Mitchell cover, and that's an interesting point, and it is something that Schlupp does because he, at times he is covering out there, but in this system that we play, Eze does it as well. They move in to sort of form extra numbers in the centre of the pitch. And then they basically slowly drift out if there is a doubling up on that side, but it's very slow. So they're picking up the fact that that Schlupp is more central than he is playing wide left, and that's just how we play, sadly.
Yeah, they play a 4-2-3-1. So you've got Chowdhury and Mendy. They're basically the same. They're both holding midfielders. So their attacking comes from the 3 and the 1. That being Barnes. Prayet and Ayozo Perez, and obviously got Iheanacho in front of him. So it's interesting how they play that system. We should actually be able to be better in midfield. We actually got 4 versus their 3, but it's not working out. You know what I mean? So it's weird. And they do
they were playing one up top, but Dennis Bratt's just been alongside Iheanacho for most of the game because
he
doesn't really need to be in the centre of midfield, does he? So
right, exactly. 1 minute? How much we got? 1 minute? Yeah, I wouldn't give more than 1 minute extra.
No, don't put us through any more than that.
Liam Gallagher says, "Hello, mate. Love your work. Just wonder whether you had any further ideas on whether or not they should introduce more oil into fake taxi videos, maybe a massage special episode."
Yes, there's lots of really funny people in the chat. I like how funny they are. Diyar, do you like how funny they are?
I don't really watch fake.
No. But they're funny guys. Funny.
Jeff.
That's a corner.
From a Leicester man, Jeff Schlupp. I just realized that. I just remembered that. Yeah.
Wow. Everton, Man City confirmed off 5 players tested positive.
Really? On what team?
According to Ash. Huh?
On what team?
Everton, Man City.
No, what team was it? Everton or Man City had the 5 COVID positives?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll look it up. Thanks, Ash.
Team has no confidence. Diyar should be running with the ball, so predictable passing from the back as well. Our centre back.
That's half time. Half time, Diyar.
Yeah, I know. I was just reading a comment from Dino. You keep saying half. I can see it, Hambo. Let me finish my sentence. But go on. It's half time. What do you make of that first half?
I make of that first half what I make of you. Not good enough. No, I'm kidding. I'm all right with it. You know, it's not been the best game to watch, is it? Let's face it. Been pretty poor, but better that than being 3-0 down and looking around and not knowing what to do. So obviously I'm desperate for us to do something in a forward sense in the second half, but I don't see Roy changing anything at all whilst we're at 0-0, and I think he'll be happy to get away with a 0-0 today.
And can I share from my son Xavier? On Twitter, in 2 deep blocks against Leicester's B-side, getting played off the park after losing 7-0 at home and then 3-0 despite being up a man for more than a half the match. Inspiring stuff from Hodgson here. My son, love that kid. He's right though. He's right. Leicester's B-side holding us to a 0-0.
Yeah,
amazing.
I think if you were expect, I mean, I'm not criticizing. I feel very much the same. You know I do, but I'm always trying to find a slightly.
No, you're right. No, the 0-0 is what Hodgson would have wanted. So.
Yeah. You know, it's what.
Is that what we need?
Well,
perhaps it is. If our attempt at a response to the 7-0 was to lose 3-0 to a 10-man Villa side, probably we probably that wasn't the best way to try and approach this game.
Exactly.
And look, given admittedly it is a understrength Leicester team, and let's face it, they can use that bench, and it stops being an understrength Leicester team pretty quickly, doesn't it? So that's what we've got to be really mindful of. But you know, I can't help but see the way the game will pan out. They will make some changes, and it's all about how we react to that. I think if they get, you know, certainly Vardy on the pitch, maybe Tielemans on the pitch, I think we could be in some serious trouble because we'd have played most of the game without having any real momentum attacking wise. And how are we going to get back into a game if we concede? I just don't see it happening. So we've got to be really, really careful in this second half.
So couple comments coming in, loads of comments coming in. Elliot says, all right, lads, at least we haven't conceded yet. Our passing is shocking. Glad Mitchell and Riedewald are back. What have you made of that? Elliot mentioned the passing, but what have you made of the midfield too, Patrick, today with Luca and Riedewald? I guess we've been solid defensively, but going forward, Riedewald has some of his passing been off the pace, but at least he's out there trying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed in how he's played, to be honest with you. I'm glad he is playing, but I'm disappointed. His passing has been way off today, and I hope he can improve in the second half. I think Luca's done a good job. He's done a good job with Chowdhury, you know, just kind of keep him under control. He's done a good job of playing defensively. But I am disappointed overall in the team's passing, but Jared in particular, he's got to get better. It really has to for the second half.
Yeah, Luca out, says James. Palace fan says Luca's fine. But what about you? What do you make of his performance? I'm surprised he hasn't got a yellow card yet.
What's he done wrong?
He's done absolutely nothing wrong at all. Done the job he's been asked to do. He's not being asked to do anything else than what he's done. So it depends how you want to judge him. But, you know, people will have their views, and that's fine. You can have your views. I don't know what's expected. He's not going to drive through the centre of the pitch, beat 2 players, and put a perfect pass in, is it? It's not the player he is. So, but look, it's not been inspiring. That's all I can really say. So I understand if people are negative about that performance. It's just all about what you expected. I totally expect this kind of game today.
Yeah. So when you're looking at the stats now, I'll read out some of the stats. So shots on target, Palace 0, which is a surprise because we normally have our 1 shot on target. Leicester's got 2. 2 shots off target, so at least we have shot the ball, which is that's our main positive, I guess, out of that half going forward. And then 110 passes compared to 287 Leicester's, 32% possession, 3 touches in opposition box. And I understand what you lot are saying. That our main objective is not to concede, but this is absolutely boring. Like it depends on what you want from Palace, but second half there should be changes. There should be changes.
Yeah, Diyar, but again, this is Roy Hodgson. I don't understand why you are acting like you're shocked. It's exactly what I expected out of this game today. Honestly, he set up totally defensive. Wouldn't care about possession. I think he said it before, but he doesn't care about possession. And to go for the 0-0 halftime, and if we get lucky, this sounds familiar. We get lucky, we get a 1-0. I mean, it doesn't sound. This is a Hodgson to a T. Why actually? It's a surprise to you today. You think we go from losing 7-0 and then 3-0 to winning 5-0 today against Leicester, even against their B side. It's exactly what Hodgson would have wanted right now. This is exactly what he would have wanted. 0-0 halftime, and pray for a goal at the second half. It's how he's been for 3 years at our club. So I don't know.
What do you make of Elliot Hutchins' comment there, Diyar?
Big Sam's taught us to respect the point. But Big Sam got the best out of the players. He got the best out of the players. There's certain places we can respect the point, but we've lost 2 games. It'll be nice if we can go out there and get a win. I guess the only positive out of this is that next game we've got Sheffield United, which
guaranteed win for Sheffield United. Guaranteed win for them.
I guess Roy is looking at that, but there is respect to point at certain areas. But this is the game where they're playing the B side. You have to remember that. Yes, Leicester are a good side, but then they're not playing the strongest 11. Second half, this game will flip if they bring on Vardy and Tielemans. Guarantee it will flip because they have got quality on their bench, and they will probably bring them on if it's still 0-0. Brendan Rodgers changed 7 players, and he will use his squad wisely. Big Sam was a flop, says Mazzy. At Palace. Big Sam was not a flop at Palace.
He was
no.
Yeah.
I mean,
can't give that. Yeah, I wish I could, but no, he did fine. He did a good job. It was I actually pined for Sam Allardyce. That's how bad things have gotten. He's our best
manager since we got promoted.
No, he's not. Alan Pardew is, and I hate to say it. Alan Pardew was. He got us to FA Cup final. Are you serious? How can you be better than that? Just keeping us up. See, your problem is you look at it as every other man.
You nearly got us relegated as well. You nearly got us relegated as well.
Right, nearly. Did you get relegated though?
No, because thankfully
who got us to a cup final? Who got us to a cup final?
Alan Pardew. Right. You didn't start the right players in the cup final as well, Pardew.
Listen, we were up 1-0, 70 minutes into the. What do you want?
After Pardew came on.
We were up 1-0. We were up a man in the extra time. Listen, I'm actually defending this fool, which I can't believe, but he was our best manager. He has been.
Big Sam got the best out of the squad.
That's a different answer. You're right. That's a different. He's not the best manager. Get the best out of a team, maybe. He hasn't been the best manager. It's been Alan Pardew, and you know what? By quite a bit, because every other manager doesn't care about the FA Cup.
We barely won game in a whole year with Pardew in charge. Yes, we got a cup run, but
I know that. I understand all of that. But he got us to FA Cup final. We almost won it. We didn't get tonked 7-0 in the final. We were. It was 1-1 in extra time, and we gave a wonder goal to Jesse Lingard. I mean, I was there, Diyar. You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Right. So you don't think we almost won that cup?
Can we please not talk about the FA Cup final?
Yeah, sorry. Well, let's talk about the Leicester game. It's been so much more exciting.
Let's talk about Leicester game for a second.
I know it's been boring, but I don't want to relive the FA Cup final. I mean,
I understand.
Mentioned the name of the person who scored the goal, and I don't know why he thinks that's acceptable.
Jason Puncher?
No, don't talk about that.
Wrong guy.
Jay Lingard basically came and done his thing against us. Then the guy's disappeared. He's 27, 28 years old. He was like 23, 24 when he played against us. I fucking can't stand him. But anyways, Jason, in January, what position do you think we need in January, what position do you think we need? Well, Jay, we got a video coming out
Manager.
hopefully tomorrow. Yeah.
Manager.
FA Cup final nearly got relegated. Frank made a scapegoat. But okay, let's talk about this game. Let's go back to this game. Second half. Any changes from either of you that you would make?
Yeah, but he's not going to do it. I bring Eze on. I mean, but he's not going to do it. I bring Eze on either Schlupp or Townsend. Wouldn't matter to me which one he brought him on for. I really wouldn't care, but he won't do it. So
what? Okay, what about the fullbacks today? It seemed like they've been asked to have more defensive. Do you think
they've been fine? I thought Mitchell's done really well. You know what? Yeah. We haven't even talked about Klein because you know what? Most of the attacks have been on their right side. So I think Klein's done a really good job because you haven't heard about him. Even I haven't mentioned Klein the entire first half. I don't think either one of you guys have. That's how solid he's been. So I think the fullbacks have been fine. I actually think Tompkins the penalty giveaway was terrible by Tompkins, but I think Kouyaté and Tompkins have been okay first half also. So I think defense as a whole has been okay so far first half.
Okay.
In terms of changes, right? I mean that comment there, Eze for Milivojevic.
Oh wow!
I'd love Eze to be on the pitch. Wow. I don't understand how that would work because if you can't see that we need people in the middle to actually
solid in the middle,
to defend to stop the opposition. What happens? Does Gyro have to do that all on his own against the entire Leicester midfield? I don't understand why you'd think that. I understand that Eze is a much more exciting and dynamic footballer than Milivojevic is. I totally get that. And if football was a case of just putting your most exciting players all in the team and off they go, then great. But I think I don't understand how that could possibly
work. If you change the formation, it'll work, but Roy's not going to change it. In the current formation, it just doesn't work.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't think anything should happen at half time necessarily, other than a bit of a talking to with the players about being able to pass to each other and actually putting some proper movement in. That would help. But I think in terms of changes, there's an argument to say that we aren't really playing in a way that necessarily suits Benteke. So could we chuck Batshuayi in there, give him maybe half an hour or something like that? That's a possibility. But other than chucking Eze on the pitch, there doesn't seem to be too much else we could do.
Yeah. See, Parish needs to forget this. Won't get relegated under Roy myth. We're nowhere near safe, and it won't take much for those below to pass us before the end of the season. I think, forget about this game. Regardless of the result here, I don't think Roy was going to get sacked after this game. But next game against Sheffield United, that is going, let's say we don't get anything out of this game. So far, it's been good, but let's say that we don't get anything. Next game is going to be massive for Roy. I think even if you do get something, next game is going to be massive because Sheffield United, only 2 points, and we're talking about going into the new year. And if they pick up all 3 against us, then best believe me, it's not going to be nice for Roy or Steve Parish as well. Jeffrey has... Yeah.
By the way, the Everton Man City game had been postponed. That is the truth. There was COVID cases. Wow, I can't believe it. That's not good. That's not good.
No, hopefully not a sign of things to come either. Because
exactly. Wow.
That's the worry, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Jeffrey has been one of our best players. If you had to pick one, who would you say has been our best player so far, you guys?
Vicente Guaita.
Yeah, save Roy once again.
I have to say, I was a bit critical of him starting, but because I thought we should change the whole back four. But Kouyaté's looked pretty good to me, other than one little moment of being shoved off the ball a little too easy. But I think he's won a lot in the air. He's been very calm in possession and worked well alongside Tompkins. Tompkins had that early aberration for the penalty, but put in a couple of really impressive challenges as well. I like the two of them at the back. I think they've done a good job. But, can't ignore the fact that we've had a penalty given against us, which we've got out of jail with. And they've had, 2-3 very good chances as well that they probably should have scored. So, we can't get carried away just because it's 0-0. We've been fortunate in a lot of ways that it's 0-0. So,
yeah, if Roy still doesn't know his best 11, then you have to try things out. Look, after that sentence, James, I just have to stop because trying things out is not Roy Hodgson. if that was the case, we have a 25-man squad. You look at our bench. I mean, he has changed things today. Don't get me wrong, but look. It cost us a 7-0 defeat and a 3-0 defeat for all these changes to happen. But then we're still playing 4-4-2. So
I agree with James in the sense that I'd like to see experimentation, and I agree with you, Diyar, that we're not likely to see it either. And I just go back.
We're not likely to see it, but we're not going to see it.
Look at the bench. Yeah. There's nothing on that bench that I mean, yes, you're looking after to some degree the interest of the senior players by making sure you name as many of them as you can on the bench, but there's nothing there in terms of loads of teams will chuck on one or two, young players with high squad numbers. There's always a 48 or a 49 on the bench or something like that where, they've got that option of chucking them on and seeing something different. I've seen Scott Banks mentioned again in the chat, but there's a few players that, you would like to see given that experience and given those few minutes. Perhaps right now is not the time for it. I could see an argument for that, but the fact that we never see it points to the point James making, which I agree. You do have to try things out, but you have to understand as well within the constraints of what we're working to. If we played one central midfielder, which is what we were talking about back there, who can do the job in both boxes, kind of thing, we'd get walked all over. You still have to pick a team that functions both defensively and defensively. Arguably, we're not seeing a team that's functioning offensively today, but I think we know the reasons for that.
Just hopefully I don't fall asleep in the second half. M. Simmer says, can see this ending 1-0 to Leicester with a Vardy goal and Rob being pleased with how we played. Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
It's on the card. Well, I just want to say the players are out. So if you're watching on Facebook and Twitter and you want to join us for the second half, they are out. Make sure to head over to our YouTube channel. We'll be talking about the game. I don't know what we'll be talking about in the second half, but hopefully things do change. But yeah, ending it now on Facebook and Twitter. See you over on YouTube. And guys on YouTube, you don't have to do anything. You're already here. Legends. No changes. No changes in.
No, of course not. But that's what we expected. That. So Come Natural just said going to take a bit of Zaha magic, and we are definitely back to that. The tried and trusted tactic: defend, keep your shape, hope Zaha wins you the game. I can't necessarily blame Roy for that, but I think a different manager would be doing different things with this squad.
He hasn't played that well, Wilf. They could have subbed him off. He'd never do it, but he could have subbed him off for Batshuayi, but he wouldn't do it.
No, that's a really good point, and I never entertained the possibility of substituting Wilf, but arguably you could make an argument for it based on the performance today for sure. But and you can make all the excuses you like as well. You can say how could he play any better with the team set up the way it is, but but you're right, it would be something different, wouldn't it?
They kicked off now, Quinton. Sorry to cut you guys off. They just kicked off.
Yeah, no, not 46 minutes in. What are you talking about?
Oh, bloody hell, Patrick.
Please.
I've got to pause again, do I? Gosh.
Well, we'll tell you when the clock comes up on our screen.
Okay, no problem.
It's because he's in America. They have quicker time in America.
You're literally down the road. I should be the one who's ahead, not Patrick.
Is it on TV over there? Is it just on the stream?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
So the clock's just come up for us. So we're on 45:35 now.
I'm a minute ahead. Okay. All right.
Tandem take this free kick, but I guess nothing much happens with it.
I want the
reaction.
All right, I'll pause. Oh gosh.
It's cleared. Amazing.
So we can let you know.
So we're on. Yeah, go on. Where are you at, Patrick?
I'll pause in there. Hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on.
No, he didn't pause it. He just said it again and he lied.
47 now.
Okay, so we got 55 seconds from here to get to you.
So you have a free kick with James Tompkins, in case you're wondering.
I'm excited. I can't wait for the.
I'm getting vibes. You want Roy out. However, who would replace him?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who plays anybody at this point.
Hambo at this point.
I'm not
saying your comments. I'll say even Hambo at this. I don't care. Who replaces.
Right. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I'll definitely do it. Yeah.
47 yet?
No. We're traveling there.
What?
We're heading your way. We're 20 seconds away.
You can't be that far behind me.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
I could fast forward and catch up. It's just Diyar who can't.
It's Diyar, right? Diyar.
Because of his Thorn and Heath internet.
Oh, we're on the same stream. It makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
55, 56, 57, 58,
right.
59, 47.
Taking the free kick now?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're good. Oh, we scored. No, just kidding. We scored. What a goal.
The thing is, it is a joke, though. We won't score, so it's upsetting.
See, that question about the manager is interesting. It is a good question, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter who he places in because we have no plan in place anyway. I have a feeling that's going to be Gary Southgate in the next year anyway. Once he loses the England job, that's what's going to happen. So, but that's going to take a while.
Why does it have to be? Someone who made this, I think it was for fuck's sake. That's his actual name, not
FFS.
Yeah. He made this comment, and I agree with him.
Right.
Why on earth do we have to go for managers who like
rubbish?
Eddie Howe, Sean Dyche, Gareth
Right.
Southgate? Why can't we actually go and scout managers as well and look who's out there, who's abroad, who might be a decent addition? Like Southampton's got that pretty much.
Hold on.
Because we tried it.
It's it.
Over the bar. Sub him off! No, I'm just kidding.
Don't you start shouting. My ears haven't recovered from last time.
It wasn't a curse, though, so I apologize, but it wasn't a curse.
No.
Good movement, though. Good movement by Wilf and Schlupp.
Like Benitez, yeah.
Great pass by Schlupp.
Benitez makes sense. But other than that, it has to be like English. I don't get what's
I mean, look, I won't go into too much, but I know the club have specifically looked at the succession plan and potential managers, right?
Oh, okay.
And I know, I mean, that
Nice
job,
to
that
know.
work started a while ago, in fact. And, you know, there was a plan in place by all accounts at the start of the year as to how things would pan out. And I assume that's possibly still the plan. But, you know, we did look around and there was some interesting names that came up, but nothing out of the ordinary. And I think that's what's being said. There were no names on it that you thought, hold on a second, who's that guy? And had to look it up. And there were people who often give Hasenhüttl as an example at Southampton. Who the hell had heard of him and knew what he was about? And when he suddenly came, and that kind of level of thought. And I'm not sure we've ever gone that far into it. And I have to say, you know, the mentality to me seems to be we have to have Premier League experience. And it's a brave person who, I suppose we got burnt, didn't we, by De Boer, where we tried to think outside the box.
It was one experiment that went wrong in like 7-8 years. I don't.
Yeah, no, I get that. But
it only takes one, though, Diyar. It takes one bad experience. Just you learn that, and then everything goes.
Like,
I
look at other clubs. They get foreign managers and they do well for them. How about Diyar, Hambo and Patrick? Oh yeah. I'll be like the family.
What a triumph that would be. That'd be brilliant.
Hambo would be like the goalkeeper coach.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Director of football, mate. Director of football for sure.
Director of football.
That's right, because I wouldn't get fired when you get it all wrong.
Exactly.
I like Stevie G. I don't know, Prim. I don't know.
It's a great shout.
I mean,
that's last time. The fact that Rangers doing so well, he's not going to leave Rangers for Palace. It's not going to happen.
I mean, from what I understand, that's kind of one of the names I was hinting at. That from what I understand, he was someone being looked at. Whether or not that was ever feasible,
go on.
Certainly, the time I heard.
Thank you.
Chowdhury yellow card.
I'll get a card for that. Yeah,
you got it before Luca. Let's go. I'll take that.
And kind of, you're right. Gerald would use us as a stepping stone, but hey, we might benefit while he did that.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you're right. Not long term, and to be honest with you, and it's a topic I won't get into too far at the moment. But nothing we do is long term at the moment. We literally go season to season, short sighted as you like, and that's how we operate. And there's lots of reasons for that. Some of which we can control, and some of which we can't. But it's the thing that makes me the least happy with Palace is that we are so short term.
I understand that, Hambo, but the truth is, in today's football, when you're a Premier League side like us, long term doesn't make any sense because, like you just said, we're always going to be battling to stay up anyway. So if we think long term, and then we have a bad start to the season, then out the ball in Allardyce, out the ball in Pulis, out the ball in. No, So from that standpoint, long term thinking, I don't mind a short term. Knowing a guy's going to use a stepping stone, as long as he's successful, I don't really care. I want more ambition from that standpoint.
Oh.
But
so and that's exactly what you're right about the ambition from the club. And it all comes down to, again, without trying to go into too much detail, it goes down to if you want a long-term plan and you want something in place, just go on and just wait for this. if you want to put plans in place, you've got to be brave and have a long-term vision, and that means accepting risk, right? Accepting the idea that your club might fail, might drop out of the top division, and you still have a long-term aim to get you to where you want to get to. Right. Whether that's to build an academy, to bring players through and use that as your strength, which seems to be our ultimate plan. But you have to accept the risk that comes along with that. And I think at the moment we're too bothered about the short-term risks to be able to think long-term. Yeah. Yep. And I understand it, but it's a symptom of of the ownership we have. And again, it's not criticism; it's just the way they happen to own and operate the club.
Well
That's
done,
the only way
Tyreek.
it could be.
Well done, Tyreek. Oh,
There's so many things going on. You guys talk about, man. First of all, Jeffrey
I
Shot was on the
know.
right-hand side, and then we got 45% possession. I mean,
should have second half start, for sure.
we should have had this conversation in the first half.
We should have done when it was boring, yeah. Apologies, but maybe us having that conversation makes them play better. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but definitely more energy. You're 100% right there, and come natural saying imposing himself, great energy. Absolutely right.
Yeah, interesting that Andros is down the left. Is it left foot crosses into the box now? Is that the plan?
Quite
You know what? I didn't notice that change. That's a good pickup, Diyar. You're right. On left hand side now.
Yeah.
That's who knows? Good. It's better. It's definitely working better having him on this side. Now he's more central right now. But yeah, I like that. I didn't realize that. But here comes
Here come the changes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, let's give them false hope. Keep the ball, and then we'll just destroy after. All right, let's go. Let's at least try to score before the changes happen. We've got like good 2-3 minutes. Mitchell to Leicester.
Come on, really better than that.
Yeah.
We've been so poor passing. Well, passing today. Not only Mitchell, Gyro. I don't know. It's just been poor.
Need more training on the training pitch for passing. We are a very bad passing side.
I don't know what they're doing in the training pitch. We see them score lots of goals, but then I reflect in the game. I don't know what they do. I guess they just defensive shape for like 3-4 days.
Shez, we're on 54 minutes and 15 seconds now.
16, 17, 18.
He's trying to sync up also. It's funny.
Yeah. He's trying to sync up. So he's in it 26 seconds, 27 seconds now. 28, 29, 30.
Dude, for the rest of the game.
Oh my gosh.
That could be
Well
the
done.
time.
Vicente.
Nice clearance. Control.
That's just a little. But hang on. Inseke. Oh, he's not quite got it.
I haven't got that.
Win it. Foul. Win the ball. Come on.
You sounded very New York there, Patrick. Win the ball.
Win the ball.
Win the ball.
Come on.
If you want fun, let's not talk about managers, but I won't mention this. If you want fun, why not get Martin O'Neill and Roy Keane? Oh, jeez.
I think they speak to each other anymore, do they?
That'd be fiery. I wouldn't laugh. That'd be fiery.
No, but that will be fun if they don't speak to each other.
O'Neill's a very good manager, by the way. I like him. He's a very good manager. I mean, he's a little older.
Yeah, I assume he's retired now.
Yeah, he must be.
Yeah.
Look, Tim is at 56. We're not quite at 56. We'll let you know when you.
Have we scored yet, Tim?
I guess not.
I'm guessing not.
No.
We kept the bit of the ball. It's only been 10 minutes, but here we go. Here's Tielemans. He's on the side. I can see him. I wonder, is it for Hamza Chowdhury? Bit more.
Yeah, I think he's on a yellow, isn't he? So quite possibly.
That could be it. That could really flip the game with those.
Yeah, and Leicester started to get a bit of momentum. We'd started pretty well, hadn't we? And Clay beats 3-0. I'm sure I believe that, Tim.
When we play Man City with that COVID outbreak, I wonder when we play them.
It's still a while.
Interesting. It is, right?
Yeah.
Play them January 17th. Yeah, they'll be over by then.
He's number 20. Is that Chowdhury?
Chowdhury.
I know the feeling, Ronnie, hoping for a 0-0 now. As soon as you start seeing the subs coming on, you just think, yeah, okay.
It is jumped to live, but I don't understand. Maybe I'm watching on my TV, that's why, and Hambo's watching on his.
So wait, what are you at now?
56-32.
Not you, Hambo. I know you and I are synced, but I'm talking about the trader, Diyar.
No, Diyar's with us.
I'm synced.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
it's Diyar who's watching it basically live in the sense that that's where his stream is.
I got
and you and I have had to pause for him to catch up.
Gotcha.
Not that I'm bitter about it at all. We've been told stuff in the chat that I hope is true. I'm just going to keep watching.
Oh, gosh. What are you doing?
Okay.
Well done, Will.
Good defending.
Just go kick it out. Just kick it out. Just kick it out.
There's a gap in midfield. Gyro just holding his shit. I like this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're now distracted. So, but Luca, pass forward to Wilf.
Go on, Wilf.
Go on, son.
Wow, nice run. Give it. Oh, good switch.
Andros, to his head.
Townsend's
Cross.
back on the right hand side.
Crossed.
In the
He
middle.
crossed.
Wilf from
Wilf!
back post.
Smash it! Get in, Wilf! Nice goal. Right, by the way, who made that cross? Andros Townsend. Great cross.
Let's go.
That's why I told you. I mean, as much as Townsend doesn't all the time, you got to have him in the lineup. He's the only one that puts enough kind of a ball. Really, seriously. Great run by Wilf.
What a pass as well.
Good run by Benteke, who wanted the ball. But seriously, what a great cross by Andros Townsend.
Yeah.
Really was.
Look at the movement from Wilf as well. That is quality.
Yeah, to pull off
Great finish.
Tielemans. And a good finish at the near. Oh, great, brilliant.
That is a great goal. Look, it's the first we've really done anything other than Townsend's chance.
Once again, Wilf Zaha saving Roy Hodgson's job. You hate to see it.
It was Ronnie's updated his expectations to hoping for a 1-0. Absolutely. yeah, give you that. Yeah. But fantastic stuff. What a finish.
That's a great finish. Beautiful. My hero.
Yeah, let's be honest, Michael.
Just so you know, where is he? There he is, right there. Number 11. See it? Right there. My hero.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But let's talk about the goal, though. It was a great finish by Wilf, but Schmeichel, if that was one of our goalkeepers, if that was Vicente or any other goalkeeper, we would be upset. That was a bit too easy.
So I was just laughing at Kouyaté nearly killing me there by Cruyff turning in his own penalty area, but well done. Got it away.
Yeah. You're not wrong, Diyar, but I have to say, on that kind of a cross, I mean, sure, he has option. He can go with the near post or far post. So obviously, Schmeichel was playing to go to the far post. I thought it was actually a very good finish by Will, but you're not wrong. If it was Guaito or you know who, I'd have gone mad. So you're right about the goal.
Yeah.
Let's see what we do now. Let's see how Leicester is Vardy going to come on? No?
Yeah, he will. I guarantee he will. Guarantee he comes on.
Given that we've set ourselves up to play counter today, and I'm not going to speak too much, but given that's how we've set ourselves up for the whole game, them having to chase the game doesn't really change the complexion of how we need to play.
Exactly.
It will mean we'll need to rely again on perhaps a little bit of luck to keep them out, like we did in the first half, but it doesn't change how we need to play. So there you go. Trying to be positive. We're 1-0 up, and that's my positivity. We don't need to worry too much other than to keep doing what we're doing. Obviously, we'll see.
Yeah, we might have to adapt if they decide to go a bit more attacking. We'll have to see. But so far, it's fine. That was not Wilf Magic. It was a team goal. I agree. It started with...
But it was a good finish, though. Wolf Magic on the finish. Very good finish.
Yeah.
It was him that set the run up. He's the one who made the run. Gave the ball to Townsend in the first place. So you got to give him credit for giving it and then getting back in the box. So I think it was a little bit more magic than you would think.
Yeah, it could be both. It could be a good team goal and
Luke, you're so lucky to get another yellow card. Like, you just have to be. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
Listen, he gets incredibly tense when he hasn't been booked.
Exactly. He can't help himself.
It's like he wants to miss a shot for you that game on purpose. What have we made of Benteke so far? I don't know. Like,
he hasn't had much service. I mean, he had that one header. I mean, I don't know what you can do. We don't get as a striker and the way he played. You don't get service. What are you supposed to do? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that cross from Andros was probably our best cross in the game, and it didn't go to him. But I don't know if so far just keep as it is, isn't it?
So. I mean, look, he hasn't impacted the game in a massive way. Let's face it, right? And some of his hold-up play has been a little bit sloppy.
Shaky, yeah.
But if you look at the goal, the part he plays in that is actually really important because unlike a lot of our strikers, he's right in the middle, the furthest forward, playing as an actual forward. So the defence has to follow him. And you see how Wilf is able to drift off that central position and get around the back post. He can only do that because there's people focused on the fact we're putting a cross in. Who do you watch when we put a cross in? Benteke, the guy who can head it in, So it's important that he's there. So sometimes just having the person there, being in the right positions makes all the impact. So he deserves credit for that, but not been his best game, but certainly not a terrible game.
Yeah, we just have to make sure if we keep a clean sheet, that'll be a rare thing as well. So right now, I think the focus before the game started, the focus was clean sheet. So right now, if we don't get the clean sheet, I think Roy would be pretty pissed off. I wouldn't blame him.
Why do you care how Roy feels? I don't care how he feels. I just want to, I don't care how he feels. He's gonna say the same thing anyway after the game. So
Wouldn't
we
everyone be
set up the blah 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 blah.
I think we'll all be
At
annoyed.
1-0, I thought we were gonna blah 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 blah
Our
blah.
first shot on target. Might have been.
Don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Let's
Probably,
check
yeah.
the statistics.
Yeah, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. 100% efficient.
Yeah, I mean the shot on target into Schmeichel's testicles was offside, wasn't it? So
Yes, it was.
that one doesn't count.
Yeah.
That one did not. It counted for Schmeichel, but not for us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He felt it.
I mean, it was the highlight of the first half. Let's face it.
Absolutely was.
And now it's slowing it down a bit. Nice. We'll give it to Benteke. Yes. Go on, Jeff. Go on, Jeff. Go on, Jeff. Come on.
Love it.
That's what I want. Come on. What? That's ours. Yeah. Come. Yes. That's the passion I want. I love to see Eze come on now. Come natural. Here
Comes Jamie Vardy. I'm about to cry.
Oh, if he does a flipping Eagle celebration like this,
There's no fans. Who cares? Do what he.
What do you mean? There's no. I'm gonna see it on my TV.
Oh, yeah. Avert your eyes. Go like this.
Virtual
Don't
eyes.
look.
I'm actually scared. He's gonna score. I have a feeling.
You're more negative than I am. It's so funny. I thought
no, not even.
he's not gonna score. He's not gonna score.
I'm not sure what game you're trying to play now. He's saying
Yeah,
he's going to score.
You see, I'm doing that whole double reverse, double bluff for psychology.
Okay.
Any Palace changes you feel need to be made for later in the game?
I think Eze on, but he won't do it.
Yeah. A
little more possession would be nice. Couch him on the counter, but he won't do it. He'll keep it like this for a while.
Realistically, it's got to be like for like changes, isn't it?
Yeah,
the way it is. So,
let's see. Is it Iheanacho? No,
that's Dennis Pratt.
Oh my gosh, though Iheanacho and Vardy. I'm really gonna cry now. 4-4-2.
Yeah, matching us up.
Match it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very, very scared right now. 25 minutes of just pure.
That's what I was saying, but you were saying no negative energy. I just said that like 2 minutes ago.
I'm being sarcastic here. Trust me, I'm being sarcastic. I told you I'm not bothered anymore. I told you I'm not bothered.
So, since the stuff it's Roy we're talking about. Yeah, I doubt if it makes any changes now. Maybe in the 85th minute, if someone's looking really that good. But what a cross from Klein to the White.
Oh boy.
So I have to change the form. Let's see. Where was Pratt actually playing before? Okay, he was playing in central attacking. Yeah, I think it is a 4-4-2 now.
It's definitely 4-4-2. Yeah. It was a 4-2-3-1, but as Hambo said, Pratt was kind of making it into more of a 4-4-2. But now with Vardy, it's definitely a 4-4-2. Iheanacho and Vardy. I think that we have to watch that ball over the top like that one, but thankfully it went back. But yeah, so
yeah, Vardy's going to cause a mess, but it's going to be Mendy and Tielemans against Luka and Riedewald in midfield face to face.
Correct.
Let's see if that less midfielder helps them, because Pratt was there, but not that he done much. Let's see. Therefore, and nice to see varying with extra pair of gloves.
I think that means Vardy. It's an autocorrect, isn't it?
Yeah, nice to see Vardy was extra.
I didn't see that. Christie's paying close attention to Vardy's crotch there. But if he is putting gloves down there, it's obviously a very cold day.
Is it cold today in London?
Oh yeah, it was snowing a little bit earlier.
Oh wow!
Well,
nice.
Why exactly? You're talking about London like you're.
It's not far from London, is it? It's only 20 minutes.
Still not London.
Right, mate. Just go on about it.
Calm down, Thornton East, mate.
Yeah.
Thornton East lad. Thornton East. My hometown.
No, man. I'm in between Heath, West, and Sellers.
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah, I'm in between all three of them. Maybe bring on Michu for Benteke as well. surely be looking to make quick counterattacks.
I think that's an interesting one. It's just whether or not you want to sacrifice the potential to hold the ball up. I know Benteke's not been great at that today, but he's still, an option there. He's still, he's a different kind of threat to Batshuayi. It's a difficult one. I totally understand the logic from Charles Meyer there, but it's a difficult one to weigh up. Maybe 15 minutes to go.
Let's see how the 4-4-2 impacts it now that they've changed it. Let's see if we get more gap through the middle to pass Benteke. If you loft it, let's just see. Give it another 5 minutes to Roy's 75th minute mark, and then it will be perfect time to make a change.
Paul sharing that it's freezing in Derby. I bet it is, mate. I bet it is.
Isn't it always freezing?
Tower 1 power with I thought Diyar lived in another dimension, to be honest. Absolutely, yeah. You're not wrong.
Oh, man. I live near Sellers.
Punching bag plays with I dozed off. How the hell did we score? Just don't think about it too much. Honestly, man. Great.
It happened. Wow. Our first shot on target, yeah.
So Diyar, give me a landmark where you live near, because I know the area very well. So
a landmark in Croydon. What is a landmark?
Morley's. Right near Morley's.
No, I don't know. It wasn't there when I was there. Clock Tower, not near the clock tower, right? High Street?
Yeah, no? You can say I live near there, but it's still not. It's quite not there.
He's basically, if you're walking from Sellers towards Croydon, he's basically Croydon.
Oh, he's on that side. Okay, got you.
Yeah. Maybe.
Got you.
There's another change for them. I don't know who's coming on, but.
I mean, let's not give Diyar's full address out on
that's
YouTube.
what I'm just thinking
I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I want to get the actual street number.
Yeah.
People camped outside his house.
Code and everything. Send us some gifts.
I'll give you my address after, not on the live. Leicester, still the same approach from Palace there. I don't know what they've changed really.
Yeah, we kind of killed the pace in the game now, which is, again, I have to say that's a good thing from us. The fact that we've done that. Again, very effective, very efficient performance so far today. It's not been fun other than the goal, but
go.
You're right, it's on here, but I'm assuming it didn't work out. No, it didn't. Okay.
Yeah. We're not really keeping the ball. What's our possession?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. I don't like this.
Effective breakup play is good.
Again,
clearly playing for the counter attacks, obviously. So
that's two-footed, that challenge on Schlupp.
Go on, Christian. Switch it faster. A bit faster now. Try to hit them on the counter.
They're too organized, mate. They're too organized.
No, too slow. Walking football is back again. Walking football FC.
No. We're playing for the. Playing for the set plays, mate.
That was dirty.
That wasn't good. No, he's. You know what? He comes off first up because Lucas looks like he's definitely hurt.
Is that not yellow?
Not as yet.
Oh, he lifted his foot.
That's the second time that they've dived in quick succession. There was definitely a two-footer on Schlupp.
Look at that. He lifted his foot up.
Not good,
Who's team played sent off for that before? I'm not saying it should be.
But Luca got sent off for that.
Exactly against Wolves. The Grays on. Bit more attacking. This is my game. I don't know why it's me of that game.
Oh boy!
Ian actually off Gray on. So Gray one we've looked at multiple times over the years.
Yeah. Too late now.
Yeah. Bit too late. Although there's rumours he might be sold. So. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my days! I said back post and you give it to the flipping first player in the. Oh my days! Luckily we didn't.
You know what? Tompkins has done a good job besides the penalty.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah,
really has.
It's something where he's been out that long, you forget how good he is. He's such a good defender. Understandably rusty in those opening moments, but yeah.
Oh. Wolf, what was the point?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer him over both Cahill and Dan. But people would argue about Cahill. I prefer Tompkins over Cahill every time, but that's just me. A little younger, quicker, and he also he can play a pass at the back, which a lot of our defenders cannot do.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, that's the thing when we had him and Sacco, that we could play out from the back, couldn't we?
Exactly. Yep, that was why there's such a good combination.
That was a while ago, and we actually played good then as well. But then again, don't know Sacco if injuries Oh, wow. So what's this change? I really want to see this change from Leicester. They're moving like Palace right now, taking the time till the 75th.
Well, that's it. They've lost the sort of rhythm. The subs seem to have disrupted them rather than spurred them on. Yeah, it was. They've done. Yeah, so Iheanacho off, Gray on. So they've had Vardy came on for Pratt, and they had.
Here it is.
Chadri went off for.
Maka with no legs for 17 minutes. Oh,
don't tell me you're taking Gyro off.
Of course he is. I cannot believe that's why. This is why I just can't wait for him to be gone. Seriously, and I love Maka, but he just played a game when he couldn't run for 90 or 80 minutes before he came off. Why is he on again? Bring on McCarthy even fresher legs.
Doesn't it make more sense to take off Luka?
Of course it does. Right.
Gyro next to him, which Luka's got a yellow card now. I don't understand.
I think our comments have died again. There must be some reaction in the chat to that, but I don't think we can see it at the moment because my God, if we win, we win, and great. But that's
exactly. But exactly. It's not even the point. It's like, why do you keep taking this kid off? What is he doing wrong? And admit he didn't have a great first half, but come on, he's been better in the second half for sure.
But he's got the legs as well. It's the pace. He can run quick.
Exactly. Right. The mobility you need to have in the center. I don't understand why his default is take off Gyro, take off Eze. Every time it's like that's the default move every time. It's so unimaginative. It's never take off Wilf. It's never, take off. Well, it's not to take off Lucas sometimes. I mean, he does get subbed out sometimes, but just not. I don't understand this default of take out Gyro, leave out Gyro.
Okay, I'll be reading your comments through the phone. Also, leave a like if you're enjoying the stream so far, as it helps out a lot. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe. Currently got 23, so let's try to hit a bit more likes than that. Of course, Gyro comes off. Ryan, CPFC says, manager's bollocks. If McArthur's breathing, Roy will play him. I don't think I've got a problem with Maka coming on. Like, I understand he's been tired, but it's only 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure he's not that knackered.
Yeah, but
you're playing left hand side here.
It's the Gyro thing that we're all upset.
Just out there, but
okay.
No,
okay.
I agree with that. I can understand. Cool. Sorry, carry on.
Ronnie says, "What is Gyro?" I don't think Gyro. I don't think we have Gyro on the side for him to create. Like, he's done his job defensively and attacking. Like, he's cut interceptions. Maybe his passing's been a bit poor, but what has Luka done? And Luka's a liability.
It's been better second half though. Gyro's passing.
But no, it's not a popular opinion. I think Luka's played really well today. But there we go. I'll get slated for that, I'm sure. But I think he's done really well.
I think Luka's been okay. I've got no problem. Just the yellow card issue, but he doesn't have a yellow card in this game. Diyar, there's no yellow card for Luka.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, just Chowdhury. So yeah, from that standpoint,
I understand you assuming he has. Don't get me wrong, but
that's a default. Luka has a yellow card.
Look at Vardy there, crying, and the ref giving him a little shrug. I like that from the ref. The ref's going to get a good rating for me on the Pitch Sport app today for shrugging at Vardy.
He's done it. I don't know what happened. Did he hit his head?
Kayate, and honestly, nothing in that.
Nothing at all. It's such a little.
That's so weak. That's so weak. Nothing. Kayate wouldn't go over and say sorry. There's nothing in that challenge. That's a joke. Sissy, get up. Sissy, get up. Get up.
Why is he on the floor? No, actually, stay on the ground. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, waste of time, mate.
Oh, they add it on, remember?
Why is he acting like he got a box in the face? Nothing
baby.
happened. I don't even know, man. But he's alive. He's alive. Sean says Lucas had a very good game. Steve Bruce says that's what you get for disrespecting the fans. While every time the name Steve Bruce comes out, I don't know, man. Roy hates Gyro. Punch it back, please. Says.
Yeah, he does. I agree with that.
He's too young. I feel like he's a bit jealous of younger players that they're young. I feel like it's come down to that. That's why he doesn't start Mitchell.
He's mad that Frank de Boer bought him. He didn't buy him. That Frank de Boer bought him instead.
I was thinking about this the other day. Do you think that Roy did a much better job before he was allowed to get his own players in?
What?
I think Roy did a better job with players that he didn't pick. That he was forced to pick the type of player that he wouldn't usually because that's all he had. So when he joined us,
so who did he bring in? Who are you talking about? You mean like Eze?
I think.
Well, no. I mean, if you think about the type of players that he's bringing, I mean, if you focus on like recent times as an example, where he targeted specifically Cahill, McCarthy, he was like, "That's what I want." Right?
Right.
Did they add anything different? Where you think about the kind of players that were given to him. I think he did a really good job when he came in with those,
good point.
Because he had to find a way of getting them to work. But when he basically brought players in to fit with his methods, that's when we took all the pace out of the side, and that's when I just think that we struggled the most. And he gets a lot of leeway for not having the funds to build with, and he has had difficult times. We haven't spent huge sums of money like other clubs have, but I just feel it's just something that I was thinking about the other day, trying to think, well, why was I so much happier with him in the earlier days than I am now?
It's a good point. And also the fact that I don't think he wants to have a big squad at all. I don't think he wants more than 15 players he can pick from. And so there's no point in complaining about I don't have a big enough squad to pick from, because you don't want a big squad, because you won't pick players who are periphery players because they have no use to you. And if they're young and periphery, then they're absolutely useless. So the Max Myers, the Camarasas, the Gyros, the Mitchells at some point, unless someone gets hurt, are not going to play for you because you don't want them. So it's kind of that argument that, that people talk about, oh, let's get him, better players or more players. He doesn't want them. He just doesn't want them. So
I think, interestingly, again, this is just things that I've heard, but given options in transfer windows, if you give him the option for, a talented young player to come in and work with for a few years, he will every time he'll go for, no, I want this experienced Premier League player before you get them. And if the club is in a position where they're saying, well, you can have one or the other, you can't have both, he'll go for get me the person for now, not for the future.
Right.
It's their fault, but you also have limitations that you have to work with, Diyar. So is it their fault? Yeah, I suppose it's their fault that they're not prepared to put tons of their own money in. But I guess you could say that's their fault. But the club is run the way it's run.
No, it's the fact that if you want younger players, if you want a lower age of squad, and Roy doesn't like that, then you're on different pages.
He has to go.
True, that's exactly it. Yeah.
So it is their fault for them being in this position. Like, they could have moved on with Roy in the summer. But if they're happy with it, if they're happy getting more experienced players than younger players, if that's what Roy wants, then that's on them.
Well, it is on them, and it is what's put us in this position. They absolutely have a massive amount of responsibility there. As I said before, we're in a good position in this game right now, and I don't go too far down the negative route. But the next couple of years ahead are really, really tough for Palace with the contract situation, with the aging of the players. I don't know how we're never going to be out. We could lose, probably up to 8 players by the end of the season. We have not got the funds to go out and buy 8 Premier League quality players. So what do we do?
Get relegated next year.
Yeah, exactly. So tough times. Yeah. Still no comments here, Diyar. You've got loads more there, I assume.
Yeah, I have. But we've been talking about Mitchell. Guys have been given praise.
Go on, Macca.
It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing to see Mitchell start on the left-hand side. Look at it today.
No, really, it's refreshing as all heck. I agree with you.
Like, maybe he could have been going forward and overlapping a bit more, but Nathaniel Klein hasn't as well. So it's clearly instruction from Roy. And it's just look at this. Like, I'm way more confident with Mitchell after Demarai Gray than that liability that we had.
Diyar, seriously, that is such an underrated comment. You're right. I mean, just think about that. All match, we haven't mentioned the left back problem at all. And they've got decent attacking right-sided players. And Mitchell, he does get help. Don't get me wrong, gets help from Schlupp and whatever. But look at him. He cuts out crosses and he's limping now. Oh, yeah, he's hurt, by the way. Yeah. I think he got hurt. Oh, he's up again. I absolutely love
it. You jinxed him. He's back up.
But no,
but seriously, have we missed PVA overlapping? Have we missed him running into the centre of? We haven't, have we? We haven't missed that.
What, conceding goals? Is that what we missed?
That's the point. Yeah.
No, because the argument is that he brings more going forward than anybody else. But who cares when we concede 7 and 3 goals? I'd rather see Mitchell back there. And give me, I don't trust me, I'm not into the 1-0 boring games. But at least we're in the game with a chance to get something out of it, as opposed to being out of it because our left back wants to go wherever he wants to go.
So 82nd minute,
yes.
1-0 still, no changes. Well, one change. Any more changes?
There won't be. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, man.
1-1.
For fuck's, oh my days! How many guys were in front of him?
Not enough,
How
apparently.
many guys were in front of him?
This is, I don't know. I don't know.
How many guys have been in front of you? How many guys? Come on, man. 8 more minutes. 8 more flipping minutes.
They're a talented side. And you're
I'm
right.
looking at this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Four
3 players.
flipping players and you can't pick up 1. 4.
1-1. 83rd minute, Harvey Barnes scores, and he really got that shot off. But again, it was gonna come. I mean, we're playing for.
First of all, it is. I have to say, it is a good finish, and I hate to admit that. It's good, but we were just too indecisive at the back.
Yeah.
For 3 players trying to wait for the shot, right? You can, if you've got that amount of players in front of you, one of them could go to the ball, right?
He just
Jeff's gone off.
Oh my god!
Are you
on for stop? Wow. I mean, seriously, this is why I'm telling you. So I'm not going to upset. I don't care. This guy has to go. Are you on for Schlupp? That's his move at 1-1. Seriously.
So are you playing left-hand side? Are you playing on the left?
People, are you?
I don't get it. I can be annoyed about Ryan. What was that goal that we conceded? And why the flip is Jordan Ayew on the pitch when Eze's on the bench?
This guy's unbelievable. Seriously.
Come on, man.
Seriously.
Come on.
How can you flip like within like a space of a minute? You just get that. You just
look at this.
I wasn't ready for
honestly can't take him. And I actually don't. This is what happens. I actually like Jordan, but I'm going to start disliking him because of the manager. And that's
that's exactly it. It's not a good place to be.
I really like his work ethic, whatever. He's not playing great this season, whatever, but I like him. He had a great season last year, but I'm going to dislike him because of stuff like this. Like, it's clearly he's the manager's favorite. It's clear. But this is just stupid. With 1-1, bring on Eze. Bring on Eze. It makes total sense.
Let's hope that we don't concede the second one.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
the panic's back, isn't it? That uncertainty is just back in the defence all of a sudden.
Did I not say this feels like Brighton all over again? Brighton maybe scored a bit later, but it was coming. It was coming.
Yep.
They're going to attack you, and we're going to just sit. And we're just going to sit back and let them come at us, and we're not going to try to counter them. It was coming, and it's coming. And it's a shit goal that we conceded. No clean sheet once again.
Yep, once again. How many is that now again? 1-6.
And Leicester, they've had some sloppy passes going as well. So they haven't. It was first of all Leicester B side, and I know they brought on Vardy and Tielemans, but there was something there to go and grab. Something there, and we just let look at them. They're all over us now.
Yeah, of course they are, because that confidence is so fragile. We were starting to rebuild it in the course of the game, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Could be a tough few minutes now.
Stupid goal to concede. Could be worse. You could be bottom table. But yes, when we have look at these players, like I feel bad for them. I feel bad. We're not a bad side. Why is Jordan Ayew playing left back? Why is he trying? I don't understand it. I really don't. And they're pushing us. Oh my days. Oh my.
It's just a bizarre thing. What was that change all about? I mean, the goal is the goal. What can you say about it other than sloppy defending, good play? But the change is the baffling thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just
that's how he counts the goal. Brings on Jordan Ayew for Jeffrey Schlupp. These are one of our most exciting young players on the bench who's trying to develop, and he brings on Jordan Ayew. Wow.
Well, it makes Hambo's comment makes sense now, doesn't it?
What's that?
Do you prefer the youngsters or the more experienced player?
Exactly. Every time. You're right.
We talked about it. We just talked about it. It's not really transfers, but even like player changes. We just talked about it.
Yeah, that's why you don't buy many players, let alone young. Don't buy many anybody.
This is a negative sub because all this. I know Leicester pressure. Oh, go on, Benteke. Go on, Benteke. Oh my. Go on. Pass it. Oh, here we go. Jordan Ayew masterclass. Mitchell.
Jordan Ayew masterclass.
I've enjoyed Tim's question there. Is why is Sacco a ball boy? I don't get it. And Callum saying both subs make no sense. Make no sense. You're totally right there as well. We'd already forgotten. The Ayew one was so insane that I forgot about Riedewald going off.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. Exactly.
wait till Vardy scores. You lot saying just wait. That's going to happen as well. In the 91st minute, I'll say.
I really can't take this manager anymore. It's it's so negatively boring. I just cannot.
Normally, Patrick, we will get this result. In a normal day, we'll get this result because we've seen it under Roy for the last 2-3 years. We play shit, and then 2-3 games after, we get this one result. Oh, we're back. But I had a fear that this would not happen this game, man.
I'm glad. Well, Sam, I'm actually glad that's going to happen. I don't want to get a result so people can just. I'm actually because that would cracks. We've been doing that for over a year now. This guy should have been gone at the beginning of this year, and he's another year of him. 2021 will roll in with Roy.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
There we go. So, I'm a little bit time left before we start playing Roy Hodgson post-match press conference bingo. But I'm looking forward to the.
We played well.
I thought the lads played well. I thought we were good in the first half, better in the second. Yeah, you know.
Foul to give away there, Macca. Wow.
I thought the sub would give us a little impetus when they came on. The guys were like they weren't, the legs were going. I brought on a sub, give us a little spot. It didn't work out.
And this is our sub for Gyro Macca, putting in a stupid challenge, putting us in a really poor position here.
We can talk about a couple players there, but maybe I'm being a bit biased. And, I'm not a massive fan of Lucas, but Luca was there. And you had the Tompkins Kouyaté thing, and Luca was just, I don't know what he was doing there. He should be ahead of the centre-backs, correct?
Well, no, he did the same. Well, no, he's covering back. He did the same thing as the two centre-backs did, which was stand to try and block the shot. But as I said, you've got three people doing that. One of them's got to go to the ball. And it's a communication thing. You can't pick... What I'm saying is you can't pick out Luca and not say the same thing about Tompkins and the same thing about Kouyaté in that scenario.
But they're in their positions. They're all back there. Okay, we can talk about, but Luca was ahead of them.
No, you don't, just because you're screening in front of the defence, it doesn't mean you always have to stand in front of the defender.
They were in front. He was front of the defenders were there, so it makes no sense for Luca to go and join the defence.
Well, of course it does, because the two he's trying to stop the shot. The shot can go in any direction. I don't get your criticism here, Diyar. You can criticise all three for not blocking the shot, but I don't understand. I understand. Great to take the free kick.
Yeah.
Just ticked into 90 minutes.
Oh my days.
Way over the bar.
Over the bar. I'll take that. Oh, just don't concede in 91st minute, as I said. Just don't concede. Because that's what I fear the most. Fucking Vardy scoring against us in last couple of minutes. Oh, this is shit, man. How did the game flip so quickly? Like, what? Substitutions.
It didn't really flip though. When you think about it, we haven't really played well. Will scored the goal. We haven't played great the entire game. So it just was inevitable more than flipping. So
yeah, of course, yeah.
If we get a point out of this, I'll be happy at this point.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy with a point, but just not happy. I'm not happy.
I'm not happy, but at this rate, like if you don't lose, it's a good result because they're all over us.
It doesn't get him fired though, so why do I care? A point doesn't get him fired, does it? So
that's the horrible thing in the back of my head. It's just ball in the box, corner for Leicester. Really hold out here. Yeah. Ronnie, I'm with you there, mate. Kind of hoping you've got enough beer in the fridge. This is the final day I can have carbs. So I've got an entire cupboard full of beer to drink. So
load up, mate. Load up.
I can't look at the comments because I'm just too nervous. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll try and read them out after. I'm just way too nervous right now. Oh, okay.
That corner went right the way through. Nothing doing, but all my days.
We're lucky that they're awful in corners.
Oh my gosh, so bad. This is the thing. This is so awful to watch. I mean, we did a good job all watch along to talk about other stuff, but we haven't even talked about the game as much. It's been so poor. This is so Palace. Gosh, this is so boring.
We've not had much to shout about. It was at fault for the goal for a point, Tompkins, but his performance was a bit of a bright spark. The goal itself, the move for that, the creativity, the pace, the change in positions, the flanks, all that stuff. That was really good. We had a really good sort of 10-minute spell leading up to that goal, but we just couldn't sustain it, could we?
Harvey Barnes, man of the match. What do you guys think of that?
I have no idea why, but then again, it's hard to pick out. It was a good goal, but I don't remember him doing much else. So, but then I'm not looking at him. I'm looking at our players. So,
Yeah.
I have to concede the sort of the neutral view from the TV people. TV people. I've lost out the ability to speak or think. There you go.
Oh gosh. Seriously, I'm sorry. We've lost the midfield since Mac has come on. We've lost the midfield. We've lost.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, what this manager is absolutely going to drive me to hate the club I've supported since I was a 5-year-old. Seriously, I cannot take this guy. We've lost the midfield. What do you think the Macca move is going to do? Except what it's doing is we've lost the midfield.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And MTB Flat saying it's like watching England when we lost to Iceland every fucking week. And yeah, I get that. It is. It's
really
kind of the bafflement as well. And I've got to say it. Some of the players, at the very least, have got to be baffled by the changes and by the way we do things. You've got to, I dare say, if you were at the ground where you can start looking at players' reactions, which I love and miss, you would have look around that pitch and see lots of people looking at each other thinking, why is Gyro going off? And Schlupp probably thinking, what the hell are you doing bringing IU on? Oh, another chance there for Leicester going over the bar. Looks like we'll be getting away with a point here by that. Got to be the last action really of the game, isn't it?
If you want to jump on post-match show, we've got new people who are coming on who want to share their thoughts. DM us on Twitter and we'll have you on. Give us your thoughts. What do you make of the game? And yeah, just Palace chat in general. So DM us on Twitter or DM me, and then we'll have you on as well. But surely that should be the game now.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Presenter's shaking his head. He's not happy as well. Clearly, where are we in the league right now? Let's see.
15th, 14th, something like that.
Yeah.
13th, 19 points, 1 point below lead, 1 point ahead of Newcastle.
So
there you go. That's it.
Full-time Palace 1, Leicester 1. Thank you for joining us, everyone. But before we talk about the game, get Hambo's thoughts. If you do want to, I was going to say something wrong. But make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future Palace content, and hit the like button as well. Hambo,
you right, Diyar?
Yeah, 1-0. I'm just thinking about a couple things in my head. 1-0. Yeah. What do you make of that against Leicester's B side? Of course, they brought on a couple players, but still wasn't good enough if you put everything into consideration.
Well, look, I'm not going to hammer the point that it was a weakened Leicester team because I think they've got a good squad. I mean, it is true, and if they had a fully fit best team out, we probably would have lost that game. But look, on paper, with Leicester where they are and the results we've had, on paper, it's a good point, right? The neutral football world will be looking at that and saying, Palace have done well to get a draw against Leicester there. In reality, what we've seen in front of us is a team very low on confidence, very fragile, and who really struggled to get anything going in the forward sense. Much happier with defending, personally, and I thought, I can take some encouragement from that. But ultimately, I'm just left with looking at this game and thinking about the changes that were made and how that cost us.
Yep.
And I think more than ever, people often talk about you can't blame the manager for how the players play. But if you look at that and think about how we didn't get more than a point out of that game, given the situation we were in, you can only point to those decisions. Taking Gyro Riedewald off was a mistake. If we find out later he had an injury or something, then that's the only way I can understand it. And then the decision Schlupp for IU just doesn't compute in any way whatsoever. I saw someone mention work rate there, and whatever. It still doesn't make any sense whatsoever to make that change. So the fact that I'm sat here thinking about what the hell was going on in the manager's head to make those changes is a real shame, when really we should be looking at a battling point to address two terrible performances. So there you go. That's what I feel.
Next game against Sheffield United, Patrick. Is it a must win now that we didn't win this game? Of course, 1-0 up. Do you think Roy's job is in danger, or he's still staying?
I want him out, so I hope if it takes us losing for him to be out, great. I'll take that. But is it a must win? No. I mean, he got a point today, so people are going to say, Leicester's in third, Pat's got a point, good job, Roy. But no, I mean, as Hambo was saying, I just thought the subs were baffling. And I have a suggestion of what he could have done. He could have taken off Kouyaté. He could have put Kouyaté in the midfield and put Sacco at at centre half if you wanted to change up the centre midfield. If you were taking out Gyro, I'd have been happy with Kouyaté and Luca in there as opposed to Luca. And Mac has just played too many games for me lately. He just needed a rest. It was just a really bad sub. And again, as soon as he's made that sub, the whole game, not that we were dominating the game at all, but we were up 1-0. It just flipped. So I'm going to just say on and on and on. I just need him to be gone because his everything he does to me just baffles me and frustrates me and upsets me. And getting the point today is the point that Palace needed. I get that, but his job's not in danger. It won't be in danger until Paris is in danger. I don't think that Paris is ready to fire Roy Hodgson because they have no backup plan. So it is what it is. We're going to win on Saturday because I'm not watching the game. I'm going to play golf. So good luck.
Yeah. Well, look, and we're going to have the post-match show, so we'll be talking about players in more detail. Thank you for everyone for joining us. And until next time, I can have a bit more enthusiasm while saying this. Up the Palace.